probably leave with that.
This is the way it has to be. Tell me why you lied to me. Fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my waiting. So fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my waiting. I'm not afraid of you. How dare you say this love is this love is fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love, fighting for raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love, fighting for love. Raise me up and see my willingness. I'm fighting for love. Raise me up and see my
What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. Look at us. Look at you. Look at me. We're here, and we're celebrating tonight. Not only are the Leafs playing the big bad Bruins, who are not so big and bad lately. I forgot to get the game stream up. I'm just gonna have to do that right now while we're talking. But also, I don't know if you saw the announcement today, but there's some big news in SDPN land. Did you see? The San Jose Sharks and SDPN are teaming up. We are the Sharks Truther Network. At the end of March, we're going to be traveling there, and there's going to be some perks in it for you too. Trust me. But we're kind of finalizing all that. But we wanted to make that announcement now. So if you are an American or you maybe want to travel down to San Jose, California, we're going to be there. And strangely enough, so weird that we planned it this way. The Leafs are playing there that particular week, along with the New York Rangers too, which is really cool. We're going to go see some Barracuda games. We're going to see some San Jose Sharks games. And guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is kind of cool because, not only is it, a legitimate NHL team, but it's our first NHL partnership ever. As a network, we've never had anybody partner with us. Like the NHL, I just want to give a big hat tip to the San Jose Sharks and San Jose Barracuda organizations because they have taken a chance on SDPN, as have you, because you are here. So anyway, I thought it was kind of neat, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about it on the podcast, but very, very excited. So I love this. The truth is out there. Shark, shark, shark. I just think they deserve a big shout out, and I'm really excited. So, and I also want to mention that nobody gets there. Nobody on this network gets there without you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be there. So thank you very much. I do very much appreciate it. We're hoping to interview some players and do some fun stuff, maybe some on ice stuff. Maybe we'll get to see Steve and Jesse and their improved on ice skills. I'm a better hockey player by default because I played for 12 years, even though I was never that good. It's not exactly fair. So we'll see who's better. We'll do Steve and Jesse and maybe one of the Barracuda doing a skills competition. I don't know. There's so many things that we can do. It's going to be great. Um, oh, the Shark Dangle podcast. Now, I like that. I like that. The Shark Dangle podcast network. I'm into it. Um, yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a real good time. The other thing is, we I'm wearing some new swag tonight. Fanatics has done this, uh, this basically this sort of crossover with Todd Snyder, and I didn't listen. I'm not up on my fashion, but Todd Snyder is like a very big designer, and he put together an NHL collection, and it's sort of like supposed to be a mix between sports, but also stuff that you can wear out and look nice in. So I wanted to look fancy for you tonight. This is my Fanatics Todd Snyder wear. So, if in case you're wondering, that's what it is. Shout out to Fanatics for that. Now, uh, what do we got here? We got Bruins, we got Leafs, and we're jumping right past the anthems and right to the face-off, which I love. I love. I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. We're gonna have some fun. Boston Bruins, and listen, the last time we were all watching a game in Boston, it was Canada United States Finals. So I'm just telling you, I'm feeling pretty darn good about being in this building these days. I'm sure that the Bruins would love a little bit of Bruins fans specifically would love a little bit of, you know what? We couldn't beat the red maple leaf. Maybe we can beat the blue maple leaf. And they've done that plenty of times. Let's not let them do it. Boston has already waved the white flag on this season. And we got a face off. Game underway. Let's go. Tavares line to start. Holmberg, that's 3 goals in 2 games, Pontus Holmberg to you. By the way, none of those goals happened on an actual goaltender, which is shocking. 2 empty netters and 1 own goal. Doesn't matter though, they all count, right, Pontus? Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Oh, we got a breakaway already, and Pasternak scores. Oh my god. That's the most Leafs Bruins ass start I've ever seen in my life. Are you kidding me? What? How the hell did that all happen? Did anyone show up for warm up? What the hell is this? Pasternak just escapes. Nobody knows he's there. And that's Tanev McCabe. Wow. Pasta. And he doesn't miss. You put David Pasternak in like that, he's not going to miss. Damn, dude. Ah, you got to hate it, but you got to respect it. I'm just tweeting this out while Dave Pasternak celebrates. How is this game already 1-0 Boston? What the hell? Also, I'm live. All right, guys. Someone says, "Hey, can we get back?" Or Robert Bet. Someone, can we get back to hating Marchand now? Absolutely, we can. Absolutely. By the way, how many Leafs fans and how many Bruins fans in the chat tonight? I'd like to talk to Bruins fans for a second. I know that you're having a good night already. Not even a minute into the game, up 1-0. But I'd like to know. I'd like to understand what the mood is like for Bruins fans right now. Like, give it to me. Give it to me straight. Are we feeling depressed? Are we feeling like this is a full rebuild? Is this a retool? If they're selling at the trade deadline, oh, what are they selling? Is it just Trent Frederick? Oh, I thought Robertson might have been able to. Robertson might have got a penalty there. Might have. Oh boy, Leafs are looking sloppy AF tonight. Oh my God, McMahon crossed the blue line. Wow, sloppy. Oh, Diane dropping. Diane Searcy. I hope that's how I say your name right. Gifting 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you, Diane. Sarah Marlowe, my cat, VIP. Willow is sick. Please send vibes. Sarah, there's nothing worse than a pet being sick because a baby being sick also sucks because they can't communicate to you what's wrong. So I feel for you. We are 2 minutes into this game. Tanev already looks like he's stung, and the Bruins are up. Fart. Cool start, guys. Thanks so much. Cool start. Hey, by the way, from Bruins fans, Nick G, I've already accepted. I've reached acceptance already. Season was over before it began. Honestly, I think the down spiral of the season for the Bruins started with letting Swayman miss training camp over like no money. Sorry, got my plant here. There we go. Plant is back. Thank you, Plant. Thank you for joining us. Kind of sucks, doesn't it? If you're a Bruins fan, for that reason, you know that if Swayman was putting up all-star numbers like he was the past 3 years, Bruins are in the playoffs. They're not about this. Rockin' Roger, Bruins fan since 1986. Roger, what was it in 1986 that made you a Bruins fan? I'm curious. That wasn't exactly the high point of Boston Bruins fandom. Ray Bork was there. He was great, but like some lean years there. Jason says, I'm part of Plant Nation. Yeah. Brett Miller, Wings fan here. Really hoping you guys beat the Bruins. We need the help. Brett, I'm with you, man. I hope we beat the Bruins because we need the help. We need to get past, we need to stay past Florida. Oh, Chris Tanev has gone to the dressing room. Yay. Great start. 3 minutes in, it's 17:07 on my clock. And Tanev is in the dressing room. And we're down 1-0. Well, at least we're all together, right? At least we're together, Gripper Nation. We're a family tonight. You know, this is, I think, the Leafs' fifth last game before trade deadline. Trade deadline being next Friday. SDPN's doing our big trade deadline special, which is pretty sweet. And I got to tell you, I'm feeling like they better make a big move because, unlike Boston, they're challenging for first in the division. And this experiment of theirs, for what, year 8 of the Matthews era, kind of got to go for it, right? Our Brucey, watch Marchand score next. You know what? It's one of those nights. It kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like that. All right, 16 minutes left in the first period. It's already been an unmitigated disaster. Down 1-0. Tanev in the dressing room hurt. Just, you know, has to be this way. Francis says Bruins are a joke ever since Char left. Sorry, I spelled his last name wrong. Hey man, didn't they set the NHL record in points? Oh, Domi almost had one there. Didn't they set the NHL record in points after Char left? Nylander. Swayman with a save. Is there a penalty here? It looks as though there might be. Boston. Oh, it doesn't look like the ref's mic is working. Who? What's going on here? I guess the ref's mic doesn't work. Oh, there's 6 Bruins on the ice. That's crazy. It's kind of funny how it took them that long to figure it out. I guess you're not really counting the players on the ice that often. Wow, Austin Matthews is one shy of 100 goals on the power play in Leafs history. Only behind Sundin and Sittler. Absolute legend. He's going to get a statue on Legends Row. I will give you the clap. Here we go. Boom, 15:28. We got a face off. Off we go. Power play time. By the way, Leafs have, I believe, the 5th hottest power play in the league since January 5th. You wouldn't know it because, my goodness, sometimes they pass it a lot, but it's been working. It's been coming on. What we need. We don't need the power play hot in November. We need it hot in April and May and then possibly June. That would be nice. Nylander back to the point to Marner to Matthews at the side point. Marner at the high point, and Nylander tries to shoot, goes off a skate. Back to Marner. Marner to Tavares in tight around the hash marks. Here comes Nylander grabbing the puck. Matthews is in his skates. It gets around Tavares, and it looks like the Bruins are going to be able to clear and get a change here. Line 1, power play 1 is off for the Leafs. They've been willing to pay power play 2, and obviously they got rewarded for it last game. Domi and Robertson getting a couple goals. Robertson getting a couple goals. Domi with a couple apples. That had to feel good for their confidence. I know it was Chicago, but it was the second half of a back-to-back. It still feels good. Goals are goals. Look, Robertson across the line. McMahon, Domi, Robertson, Riley, and Marchand steals it. Marchand looks like he's going to get a shot here. Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Riley are on defense for this line. Stollers grabs it. Riley tries to get up to McMahon. Charlie Coyle's got him covered. Boy, this penalty kill is just smothering the Leafs power play. I can't tell how much time's left on it. 28 seconds to go. There you go. And the Leafs are offside. I can tell some of you are new here. You're not aware of how I give you the clap. Another face off, I'll give you another clap. Chantel Zeller. Steve gives us the hockey cards. Adam gives us the clap. Listen, we all have our specialty. All right, here we go. Power play unit 1 back out there. No defense. All offense. Tavares taking the draw. Oh, they're going to boot somebody from the circle. Oh, they boot both of them. Here we go. Matthews going to take the draw. Boom. Leafs win the faceoff, or at least they win possession and promptly fire it back down to Stollers. Over to Riley, who has stayed out there. Drops it for Nylander. Crossing the red line, as Nylander does. Speed through the neutral zone. Bruins head him off. Marner in the corner. Matthews out to Tavares. Just didn't quite get it to him, and the power play is over. I don't know. I would say the Bruins did a good job killing there. Leafs just couldn't quite get it to the net. If they even got a shot on that power play, I would be surprised. Surprised. 13-14 left in the first period. Patra just made a great play there. Got the rebound off of Stollers, and it almost led to a rebound goal. Bruins came ready to play. Pasternak with an absolute cannon. Pass is ready to play, man. I think he enjoyed the break. He's fired up. Benoit's got him pushed against the boards. Here's Steves. Alex, the goal scoring phenom, Steves. 12:26 left in the first. All right. Wow. Lots going on. Lots going on. Richard says the grippification of Steve's stream on Sunday was classic, but I don't think there was any Chicago deep dish talk. Listen, Gripper is strong. Like, they talk about us like we're silly or whatever. But I have to tell you guys, we got a strong group here. Whenever I jump on one of Steve's chats or one of Jesse's chats, I see those Gripper Nations emojis or emotes coming out. I see you. I see you. It's pretty sweet. I think of the three of us, I think we've got the strongest contingent. Like, we're the loudest, which is great. We might be, I don't even know if we're the biggest, but we're the loudest. And I love it. Just tweeting this or putting this out. Boom. Out there. People know. Let's go through the chat, talk to some people. Mick Biggins. I love how Toronto's still favored to win despite that goal. I know. Betting lines are weird. I don't fully understand how they work. But based on Don Sweeney's press conference a couple days ago, I think the Bruins were dead in the water. And yes, I look at their record, and I look at where they're sitting in the standings, and I'm like, well, they win tonight, they're back in the playoff picture. I know that the Sens and Wings have a game in hand on them, but and if we're looking at, and this is where this starts to matter, right? Like, this time of the year, we're going to start looking at who's playing and how that affects the playoff picture. And there are 12 teams playing tonight. We've got 12 games, tonight, and one of them is the Detroit Red Wings. They're going to play the Minnesota Wylde at 8:00. That's Hayden's team, producer Hayden, Stats God. And I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it for you, Detroit. I don't like the way the Leafs showed up. At least in the first period. It's not been pleasant. Here we go. Face off. Boom. There's the clap. Now you have it. You can't unhave the clap. I'm looking for If I'm Brad Treliving tonight, by the way, he's getting ready to, get his trade deadline stuff ready to go. They're probably talking to some people, probably talking to the Islanders, Brock Nelson, maybe talking to St. Louis about Braden Shen, maybe talking to Nashville about Ryan O'Reilly, whatever. Yeah, whatever centers are out there. And you're looking tonight and you're going, okay, who from this third line will be on this third line come the playoffs? And I got to think that the only person who's a lock is Bobby McMahon. And that's if Bobby doesn't move up to the second line or if Max Pacioretty doesn't come back and play old man hockey with Tavares. And they looked really good before Max got injured, right? I think the only lock has got to be Bobby McMahon. If you're Max Domi, if you're Nick Robertson, you're going, okay, I want to keep this line together. It was great against Chicago. It was like, look, they're playing the Max Domi and Nick Robertson highlights right now. Like sexy goals, right? But that's like the worst team in the league or one of. You got to do it against a team that's good, a team that always brings it against you, like Boston. And if these guys can figure it out, it'd be real easy for Treliving to move McMahon up, move Yarncroke into that role, and then potentially you get a centerman and they slot between like a Domi and a Yarncroke, right? Or a Domi and a McMahon. That's all I'm saying. It's all it takes. You're earning that spot tonight because they got to make a decision in the next 5 games. Tavares with the shot, Nylander in the corner. 11 minutes left in the first period, guys. Here comes Riley out at the. Ooh. Riley just can't get it to Nylander. And now we got a 3-on-2. And what a save by Stollers. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was a sneaky shot up high. Stollers is going the other way and grabs it with his shoulder, I think. We'll see that on the replay. Marchand shoots it wide. Sustained pressure here by the Bruins. They're all set up. Benoit and Riley are pairing together because I don't believe Tanev's back on the bench. Turned over to Pontus Holmberg, back to Riley. They're going to get a change, but Bruins doing a full court press on the Leafs right now. I think they're probably relying on the Leafs to be a little bit slow setting up. They always are. They're way too slow. Berube's been on them about that this year. And then I think also there's some guys on this team that played in that Four Nations. They might be a little gassed. 5 games in 8 nights coming back from Four Nations. Can you imagine? I see the walls in the chat, by the way. I know it's Stallers, but Wallers? Wallers? Oliver Ekman-Larsson back to Austin Matthews. Goes across the neutral zone with the Bruins changing, and they are offside. Richard Trevino. Congrats on the Shark Dangle podcast deal. I have a friend who used to have season tickets, lower bowl, center ice. Oh, baby. By the way, results of the extremely important, extremely scientific poll that the STPN account put up in the chat. Who is the loudest? Who is the baddest? Is it Gripper Nation? Is it Dangle Navy? Is it the Crab People? Is it what the hell kind of stream am I watching? And I want to say Gripper Nation won. So that means scientifically that we are the greatest. We're the loudest. We're the baddest. Dangle Navy came in second, 25%. Crab People, last place. What? Because what the F kind of stream am I watching? 19%. That's higher than I thought. Higher than I thought. Where are all the Crab People? What happened to you all? Ada McVean. Adam, where's the sweater from? Well, funny you should ask. It's Fanatics. It's their new line. They have a new line with Todd Snyder, which is a designer from New York. And they sent over a couple of sweaters. So I'm wearing this one tonight, and I'm going to wear a different one tomorrow. But they just so basically, here's what they said. This is a collection of a natural extension of Todd's passion for blurring the lines between luxury and sport. So basically, they wanted to take your classic, like 1950s, 1960s fan gear, right? Or like what the guys used to wear to the game or whatever, and then make it into gear that you can actually feel good about, like wearing to, I don't know, dinner at your in-laws' house or out to a restaurant. Like, I don't feel, usually with sportswear, you're like, yeah, I can't probably wear that anywhere like nice. I can wear it to a hockey arena. I can wear it to my podcast, but like, where else am I? This, I feel like this is a really nice sweater. And like I'm gonna glaze a little bit here, but it's really good quality. It's really good quality. Do I look handsome? I was thinking about shaving before the show, my face. And then I thought, you know what? I look pale enough. Let's see if it helps define the jaw. Hopefully that works. Bradley says, "Adam, could you put a mirror behind you so we could see the game?" No, I think we'd have our channel taken down. The NHL would be all over us for that. It's a good idea though. It's an indirect way. I don't think you can. I don't know if that's illegal. I don't want to mess around though. This channel's kind of important to us. Hayden says I could put a controller in my hands and pretend I'm playing NHL. Hayden says there are streamers that do that for UFC fights, and they stream the actual UFC fight. They slip through the cracks. Get out of town. You know what? I get the sense that Dana White really wouldn't care because he's already got his money, and at that point, it's on the broadcaster that paid the money to find the guy, and he's probably like, as many people that watch my sport as possible, please and thank you. That's what I would bet. If you gave him truth serum, he'd never admit that. Willie Beans is asking for a game clock. Willie, it's not really very easy to do a game clock, so we're not going to be able to do one tonight. Occasionally we can, but it's a systems issue that we have to sort out. We haven't quite got the science down yet. It's really stupid to explain, but it is very very hard. So yeah, sorry about the game clock. I'll have to be your game clock. I will tell you this: 8:15, 8:14, 8:13, 8:12. 8:11, 8:10 left in the first period. And the next time there's a face-off, I, sir, will give you the clap so you can align your stream. Oh, nice little stick check by Benoit there. That was looking dangerous. Boston has dominated this period. Let's just be honest about it. Leafs have got little to nothing on Swayman, and when they have, he's got it. There's no shots. There's only been 4. There's no chaos in front of the net. Nothing. And this is a goalie having a bad year. Leafs have got to be better. I think Nyes is offside there, but we'll see. Oh, see, here's the thing. This is what instant replay has done to me. If I think a play is offside, I'm like, I hope they don't score. I don't want to go through a replay. I don't want to see the goal taken back. Carly says, as a broadcast technician, it really was to put up a clock on the stream. Carly, I don't know what you mean. Nyes just got a penalty, and that's a weak call. I don't like this call. Oh, that's so okay. Listen, if you're a Bruins fan, I think you can agree that Marchand, that's a veteran move. He sold it and he got his penalty. And that's great. Doesn't mean I, Leafs fan, can't hate that call, but I don't hate the player. I hate the game. All right, here we go. Face-off clap, boom. And we've got a power play for the Boston Bruins. 7-12, 7-11, 7-10 left in the first. And the Leafs get possession and clear it immediately. Marner gets off the ice. Interesting, eh? Marner got out, it was there for the draw, and then went right off, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if he was just pooped. Oh, Zaka in. Man, I got to tell you, thank God Anthony Stolarz is hot tonight because the rest of the team is just leaving him out to dry. Wow. Late whistle on the ref there. Stolarz is like, hey, it's been under my pad for a while. Good saves. Good saves, baby. Silent Rob 1192. Keep your stick out of someone's hand, weak or not. They usually call it. Silent Rob, I'm glad you broke your silence because you are correct. The kind of crappy call that, like in a tight playoff game, even then they'll call that. By the way, coming down from the game last week, the Four Nations games, I'm so flippin' excited for the playoffs. Like I'm just bursting. Like trade deadline is so much fun, and free agency and draft are so much fun. But nothing beats playoff hockey. Here we go. Austin Matthews, and Mitch Marner away. Oh, goes off the freaking post. Come on, man. Oh, we had a broken stick. Leafs get away with one, or sorry, Bruins get away with one. Bad luck for the Bruins, honestly. Man, that's the best opportunity the Leafs have had all period, which ain't saying much. Ain't saying much. Ovixson says Bruins power play sucks. I swear they give up more shorties than they score. I haven't watched a ton of Bruins hockey this year, so it's hard for me to judge. But as a fan of a team that also has had a power play that struggled, doesn't look bad tonight. Bruins look a little sharper tonight than the Leafs. The Bruins have the 30th ranked power play in the NHL. What? With Pasternak? You know who's been Bruins fans? Let's talk a little bit about Elias Lindholm for a second. The Bruins wanted this guy so bad that they were willing to trade with Vancouver last year before the trade deadline. You remember, he had already been traded to Vancouver. Oh, wow. Did that go off McCabe's face and in the net? Are you freaking kidding me? And it had to be Marchand. Who called that earlier? Somebody called Robert Bett, I think, called that. Robert Bett called that. Man, that sucks. Hold on, let's see. So it goes off his face, and then Marchand gets the rebound here, right? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Man, poor Jake McCabe. First he gets beat by Pasternak, and then he gets one in the face, and Marchand puts it home. Come on. Robert Bett, congratulations. You were right. Oh, 30th ranked power play. The Leafs are like, yeah, sure, we'll give you one. It's on the house. No problem. James Stemler loved cheering for the Rat during Four Nations, now back to despising him with every fiber of my being. Man, here's the thing about Brad Marchand. He is money against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I know that Boston's going to extend him, but I got to tell you, I sure would love Brad Marchand on the Leafs in the playoffs. It would be wrong. Like it would be objectively wrong, but I would still like it. Yeah. Hey, so my stream is actually frozen. So I'm going to assume that everything's going great and the Leafs have scored a bazillion million goals. I can't see anything right now. How's it going? Update me. I'm just resetting it. I got to get Rogers Xfinity here to get their you know what together. You know? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Press and play. We'll get back to this. There we go. Oh, the Leafs didn't score a bazillion million goals. It's still 2-0 Boston, and they're still dominating. Oh, look. Max Domi on a break. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Driving the net. Ah. Hey, he had the right idea. Go, Max. Get those legs going, buddy. You're fast as hell. Nice little play in. I think Boston just took a penalty. Max Domi driving the net, drawing a call. What does Steve always say? Go to the net. Come on. So what do we say in chat? Leafs come back, win. Bruins run away with it. I'm just here for the Grippers. I'm saying Leafs come back, win, but I am also here for the Grippers, guys. Matt Bruder, time to sail the seas and check out Yarm 80 Plus. Don't worry. I got the stream back going. Rogers gets away with it this time. It just stopped, eh? Sometimes that's the thing, right? Like, it's so weird. I find this too with our STPN streams. Sometimes I'm watching Steve and I'm watching the game, and what I do is I have a wheelie chair in my condo, and I just roll the wheelie chair over and put my laptop on the wheelie chair right beside the couch, so I'm able to, and then watch the game, and then type, watch the game, and Sometimes it just goes off, and it's like, and then the YouTube page is like, "Oh snap! You'll have to reload this page." Have you guys ever got that? You guys ever got that? The "oh snap," or is it just me? I get it a lot. I get it a lot. All right. It's saying Adam live streams are the best in my IMO. I don't know about that, but we do talk about random shit here. It is a random stream. If you want a focused play by play, I'm not your guy, but I am here for the vibes. I want to be your party host. Does that make sense? Oh, did I miss a super chat? Oh no, I already got that one, but thank you. Randy says 753 people in the chat and only 300 likes. Let's go. Hey guys, can we up the likes? Can we get a like spike? Can we smash that like button? I'm trying to be a YouTuber. It's not really working out for me. I feel like you got to be 21 and a bit of a weirdo to say that, but I smash that like button. You know what I mean? Robar says next NHL All Star game, they should set up a track and do Zamboni races. Yo, I love that idea. That would be fun. You know what? If they did it in Vegas, they have the racetrack in Vegas that's like a street course. So maybe they could put the Zambonis on the actual like street race course, right? For Formula One, that's what they do. Oh, Matthews pops one off of Lindholm's knee, and Lindholm gets the shot in on Stallers, and you know he was looking for a rebound there. Stallers clears it away though. You know what I love about Anthony Stallers? A, he's always on. You never worry about Anthony Stallers in focus. B, rebound control. Not exactly the most exciting thing to talk about, but his rebound control is spectacular. Leafs are just not getting set up well with the Bruins. There is 4 minutes left in the first period. This is a fart period. This period stinks, dude. This is bad. But maybe they get a goal here. It'd be nice. Nylander at the point. Shoots to nowhere. And the Bruins now have a 2-on-1. Oh, and they screw it up. Charlie Coyle just misses Brad Marchand. And Marchand, though, working his butt off. Gotta respect it. I hate it, but you gotta respect it. Just burning time. Marchand in there again, stealing the puck from Tavares this time. Man, what a just an absolute animal. It's a Tuesday night in February, and Brad Marchand's like, no, it's the Leafs. I'm here to kill them. Pretzel hunt Zamboni races are like zero turn mower races, more fun. Lawnmower races are freaking amazing. Some of the best entertainment out there. Like that and a good demolition derby. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Leafs' second power play unit tonight, just like against Chicago, looks better. And oh, we got some fights going. We're feisty. Trent Frederick, Bobby McMahon. Let's go. Trent Frederick, future Leaf. Future Leaf. Uh, our Bruce, our Brucey. I bet $5.05 on Marchand getting the second goal. You were the one that bet that, or was it Robert Bet? Yeah. Anyway, you were right, and he got it, and I'm upset about it. I like a little spiciness between the Leafs and Bruins. Let's get hot. Let's get angry. McMahon is a beast in front of the net, by the way, low key. I want him to be there more often. I really like him. Oh, he gets collared by Trent Frederick. You know, if Trent Frederick does get traded, Bruins fans, all the Bruins fans in the chat, it's going to be weird seeing him on any other team. He and the Bruins do this, right? Like, you know, Johnny Boychuk and Milan Lucic and all these guys, they all got traded eventually. But he is like the most Boston Bruins Bruin, like third line, mean, kills penalties, rocks guys. Like, I like Trent Frederick a lot. It will be weird if he gets traded and you see him in a different uniform, honestly. Domi to McMahon. Oh, McMahon had Robertson open, but one of the Boston Bruins got their damn stick in the way, and that power play is over. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this period, and this has been an all Bruins period for me. Rubri R. Brucey won $75.75 on that Marchand getting the second goal. Man, congratulations! Enjoy that $75. It's a good call. I hope you. I hope you did it through our friends at BetMGM. Silent Rob says he's kind of meh. You see, here's the thing: Bruins seem to be kind of meh, and then they play the Leafs, and they're not kind of meh. Trent Frederick in the playoffs, I don't think he's meh for a bottom six guy. Oh, Reds almost had one. There's Alex Steves, David Kampf back out to the point. Jake McCabe, who's just had the worst night. Oh, here we go. By the way, oh man, oh, Lorentz almost had a wide open net. His legs are tired. Pasternak gets the puck stripped. Oh my goodness. And then Steves runs into Benoit. Just a total yard sale out there right now. Leafs trying to get their fourth line off. Got to be careful about too many men on the ice. And there he is again. Brad Marchand. Please go away and never come back. Tanev not on the bench, by the way. That is a big loss for the Leafs. I'm really hoping there's nothing that wrong with him. 1 minute to go in the first period. This is all Bruins. All Bruins. All right, here we go. Nylander. Let's make something happen, Willie. Let's get goofy. Pass to Ekman Larson. Down low to Holmberg. Gets it into Tavares. Nice little play. Oh, that was Timmins. I thought it was 29. It was 25. Ekman Larson with 30 seconds to go. He's going to rush. You don't get to see him do this very often, but he's pretty good at it. Nyes in the corner. Matthews line out there with Marner. Nobody there to hold the line, and it looks like it's icing, and the icing is waved off because the Bruins flat out outworking the Leafs right now. Flat out. It's not. It's so. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. How did he save that? It should be 3-0 right now. Anthony Stolarz absolutely robs the Boston Bruins at the end of that period. That was bonkers. What a save. That was Jordan Binnington-esque. Look at this save, guys. And that's no slouch. That's the first line. Geekie cannot get it past the glove of Stolarz. Wow. Wow. Yo, you know what? This entire Leafs team owes Anthony Stolarz a big fat night on the town on them. Whatever he wants to do. Maybe they could do him a favor and show up for the second and the third period. Listen, usually you want to get a goal at the end of the period when you're down and you're having a shit period. You do. Because what ultimately can happen is you can go into the dressing room feeling good about yourself. The Leafs have very little to feel good about going into the dressing room, except this. Their freaking goaltender is on fire, and they should do it for him. He's been outstanding. Anthony said he should have been the goalie for the U.S. I don't know. Hard to argue against Connor Hellebuck, man. SLS, that's the TSN turning point. Might be. James Stemler, Bruins are one of the worst teams in the league at holding a lead. Now, one of the things that we could do last year, Jesse Blake, I don't think is in the chat, but Jesse's thing, he made a bazillion dollars doing this last year, was just betting the Leafs comeback. So they would go down, and he would just bet the comeback. Always bet the comeback. Now, this year, they've been one of the best teams at coming back to the NHL again. Okay? Because you are going to go down. You are going to have bad periods. This does happen. I'm not in some existential crisis about that first period. So, but what I want to know from you guys is, do you think they have it tonight? Because I didn't see a whole lot in that period. And sometimes the Leafs do that. You're like, wow, that period was garbage and it sucked. And then the second period, they come out and they have it. So what do we think? What do we think? Silent Rob 1192. What do you mean? The Leafs are winning the deserve to win-o-meter. I know how much you love that. Listen, the deserve to win-o-meter from Money Puck is one of the greatest pieces of like viral online hockey marketing in the history of the internet. Honestly. And I have nothing to like that's this is not me criticizing Money Puck at all. That's a brilliant freaking idea. It's brilliant. And for 5 or 6 years, however long that thing's been around, every game it gets tweeted. It's screenshotted, tweeted. Um, I wish I was smart enough to come up with something like that. Do I care what the deserve to win a meter tells me when the Leafs lose? No, I don't care. I don't care. You know what used to happen? It was funny when it first came out. People were using it like it was biblical. Like it's a tool. It's not like it's not the be all end all. And I think the Money Puck guys would tell you that. But people, if you made any criticism, so the Leafs lose a game, and then somebody says, yeah, but they won the deserve to win a meter, and you're like, I straight up don't care. People would be like, what the hell's wrong with you, stupid? Now people are a little more reasonable about it. A little more reasonable about it. Adrian Jones gifting an STPN membership. Thank you, Adrian. John LeBlanc, you can thank Adrian Jones, and I hope you will for your STPN membership. Now we're gonna run a clip. Hayden, what do we got in our clips tonight? Ooh, this is good. Okay, guys, I'm sure you saw Elias Pettersson versus the Vancouver media. Elias Pettersson, one of the top 5 highest paid players in the NHL right now. Since he signed that extension in 72 games, he has 49 points. That's bad. That's real bad. So, who does he what does he find more annoying? Not scoring or the Vancouver media? Stick around to find out, and I'll see you at the start of the second period.
What do we got to do? What do we have to do? Okay, you're the highest paid player on this team.
Mm-hmm.
One of the highest paid players in the National Hockey League.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, one of the highest paid hockey players in the world. That doesn't put you in a good mood. Okay. Well, you don't like JT Miller? You guys don't get along? You're oil and water? Okay. Well, we traded JT Miller. You're still not in a good mood? Okay. Well, the coach caters to you at every step of the way, and you're still not okay. So what do we need to do to make you happy? What do we got to do to put you in your happy place? What do we got to do to make the $11.6 million you make money well spent? He's dealing with an injury, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, then he doesn't play. Oh, he's playing. Well, then every team has to deal with something like this. Jesse, is that the video?
Yeah, if you want the video of Pettersson post-game in Utah, this is it.
I need to see it. Yeah, because it's important.
Okay, yeah, it was available post-game. The video's 40 seconds long.
Obviously a frustrating one. What led to the outcome in your eyes?
Yeah, small details. I think we had enough to win today, but another tough one.
What can you just say, I mean, that the loss obviously, but Artur Shilov's making 30 saves in the night. What can you say about him?
Yeah, he played great, kept us in the game. Just all game he kept us in the game and made some really big saves.
How much are you missing Quinn Hughes in a game like this tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself. A play like that when we're missing him. Hopefully, obviously we want him back, but yeah, I hope we will be back soon.
That was in post-game.
Oh.
Yeah.
But where was that quote about...
You mentioned liking some part.
Where was that quote about...
The confidence.
I don't like talking to the media.
Did it happen pre-game?
No, it happened. It might not have happened on camera. This is an Ian McIntyre article from Sportsnet.
Okay.
So it may just be that it didn't happen.
Because I was watching that, I'm like, okay, Vancouver media, I know they're probably top 5. I don't want to deal with these guys in the league. If you're a player.
Mm-hmm.
Softball. Hey, you're a leader. Talk about how good Silovs was. talk about how good Quinn Hughes is. Like, I know these aren't, questions that are going to win anybody a Peabody Award or anything, but for the love of God, what do we got to do? What do we got to do? What do you need? What is the bridge that we need to build between you and contentment in your game? He makes $11.6 million. Like, he's two. This Canucks team doesn't stink. They're good. I think they're good. But what is holding them back currently is their best forward, highest paid forward, does stink. He's certainly not 11.6, right? Like, oh, he's doing the right things defensively. And Pettersson should be like, Pettersson's a 50 goal scorer, isn't he? Like a perennial 100-point guy.
49 points in 71 games since the extension.
Maroon. How many goals?
Good question.
Has he hit
I have to look
20?
that up.
I don't think he's hit 20. I'm pretty sure the answer is 16. Guys, like the Canucks, I mean, Tocchet, if he hadn't, he would be pulling out his hair with this guy.
I thought Ryan...
I was about to say, and then I looked over at Jesse's screen and I went, oh, wait.
I thought Ryan Henderson had an interesting take. Ryan is the producer of Donnie and Dolly, which is a huge show in Vancouver. And Ryan said the reality is it's never been easier being a Canuck in terms of dealing with the media. The media size is a third of what it used to be for the 2011 core, and most people don't travel anymore. And meaning that, like, you know, media used to, like, if you were a newspaper reporter, you were a reporter for Sportsnet or TSN, those beat reporters went with the team everywhere.
Yes.
They don't do that anymore because the money's not there.
They can't afford it.
So, you know, like David Alter is like a
unicorn.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
And that's Toronto, a market that is probably double the size. Might even be bigger. And so, you know, I think that's interesting as well. And yeah, is it a mental block? Very, very probably a mental block, as Rick Tocchet alluded to.
The yips.
Is it the yips, or is it this guy might need to get traded too? Like, maybe you need a fresh start.
I think
that is a top 5 salary in the league, is it not?
For a forward, probably. Like, okay, McKinnon, Matthews, he's tied with Panarin. Draisaitl doesn't kick in till next year. Marner probably passes him. Rantanen probably passes him. But again, none of those things have happened yet, right? So I think what's frustrating with Pettersson is we've seen him dominate with our own two eyes.
Well, that's why it's a story.
Right? This isn't a guy where we're like, all right, we're waiting for him to break out. No, it's a superstar that went away.
Dan Riccio said when Miller was traded, Pettersson said he wanted the added pressure.
And like 5 seconds later,
that was a month ago.
Oh, the media.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what do you do? What do you do? How do you make this guy happy? And it's distracting from how do you keep Brock Besser? There's another guy who's always mentioned, and maybe he's gone. What do you mean maybe he's gone? It's Brock Besser.
Yep.
The Canucks are trying to look at the Canucks neutrally. Like people tend to confuse, like, we're Leaf fans talking about what we want to happen to other teams in context of the Leafs. That's not what we do when we're talking about situations like this. As a neutral fan, trying to get in the mindset of like, okay, I'm a Canucks fan. What would I want to do? What would I want to happen in this situation? Like, I'm pulling my hair out here. This shouldn't be a bad team. This shouldn't be a bad player. And like, you mentioned the potential of trading him. One, that's heartbreaking for Canucks fans. Two, who's taking that? 11.6. Like, if you're taking
I think if a team like Columbus is willing to take on Seth Jones, they'd be more than willing to take on Elias Pettersson.
But you have to admit, the Blue Jackets would be blindly guessing that he's going to return to form.
Yes. Or, guys,
man.
Do you give it the summer and go, listen, I know that everybody wants them to win now,
But do you give it the summer and go, you need to go and do whatever it is you need to do to get back on track, and then judge it next year?
Well, that's what the Jets did a couple of years ago. The difference was they kept the team together, right? The difference was Scheifele stayed, Hellebuck stayed.
Wheeler stayed but lost the captaincy.
Yeah, well, Wheeler was like very end of his career, so it's a little different, I guess. So, maybe that was enough of a change. But, I mean, the Jets were this like irredeemable, unsavable situation, and now they're one of the best teams in the league. So if you're the Canucks, maybe you just hope and pray, because you're not going to get adequate, you're not going to get fair return for the player you had a few years ago. You're going to get, if you're lucky, adequate return for the player you have now, which is a decent player on a superstar's contract.
Jesse, are you team trade or team keep?
I'm on team trade because this summer we have a PK Subban situation going on because this summer his no movement clause kicks in. And I feel like that's a very underrated part of this story is that come July 1st, you cannot trade him anymore. So you might as well get it done before July 1st and get those assets because otherwise you're just hoping that he turns back into what you hope he is, and he hasn't been that player for quite some time.
I'm not done eating. I'm eating a power bar that Jesse bought. And it's one of those power bars that's like really sticky. I don't know. It says it's not one of those like weird like bro power bars. It's like egg whites and nuts and all natural ingredients. Does it taste good? No. What's that, Hayden? Oh, did Cassie drop 20? Cassie? What's up, Cassie? Wow. Anyway. Hi. I hope it's not in my teeth. It was a mistake to eat this. I'm not going to lie. I had 9 minutes to play with, and it took me an entire 9 minutes to get through this bar. And the bar was only this big, but it was so damn sticky. I don't know. I wasn't prepared. I should have been. Very unprofessional. You know how we keep it super professional here at SDPN? That's why you come to us. You're like, wow, I need a really professional broadcast. Everybody there has a haircut I could set my watch to, damn it. Anyway, hi, everybody. Shout out Cassie for the memberships. That's great. Triangle says, how do we get on one of these free memberships? Well, here's the deal. You can buy a membership. It's only $4.99 a month. You get an extra episode of SDP, and it's completely ad-free. Or you can upgrade to $6.99 a month on Spotify, Apple, and here on YouTube, and you get every single Steve Dangle podcast completely ad-free, which is kind of neat. And a lot of people love it. We actually have a lot of members. It gets like, because I think a lot of people love it. So it's great. And it's great because it's when you are a VIP, you click on the video and it's like the most ardent, hardcore SDP fans. So everybody knows each other. It's a cool little community. So if you have the chance, would love to do that. Now, if you want to try it out, it's a total random selection. So people like Cassie and a few of our other incredible listeners drop free memberships from time to time. We even do it too. And you can buy memberships for other people. And what you do is if you get awarded one, and again, YouTube randomly places them, you get 30 days just to check out our entire VIP back catalog. And by the way, when you get a membership like VIP itself, it's cool because we're doing stuff that isn't just hockey, right? We're actually talking about entertainment. And for those of us that have been around a long time, the SDP, the Steve Dangle podcast, originally was a mix between sports and pop culture. That's the way that I used to prep the show because I'm usually the one that sets the topic lineup. And I used to have the first hour would be like hockey. And then the second hour would be like, I don't know, turn down for what? Like, like it would be like literally whatever was cool. Cassie upgraded to a membership SDP VIP ad-free. Cassie just upgraded herself. So Cassie can now watch every episode ad-free. And I think that's kind of neat, right? So that's the whole point. That's why we offer that. because it's a bit of a throwback to what made the show extremely popular in the first place. It's kind of funny, like going into the pandemic, that was how the show operated. We only did 2 episodes a week, and the first hour was really hockey, and the second hour was whatever, plus the press conference. And now, because the channel took off, the show took off in a way that we love. The expectation from a lot of new people was, well, isn't this a hockey show? Don't you just talk about hockey? So anyway, this is our chance to get it out, get out all the pop culture stuff, and it's been fun. I'm just refreshing, so I want to have a look at the chat here because my YouTube is a little slow, so I can't read any of your messages right now. But I hope you're saying only kind things about me, only nice things about me. Also, think it's worth mentioning that I'm wearing a little bit of the new Fanatics gear, just released. How do you like it? I like it. It's cool. It's comfy too. And as a hot boy, #noted hot boy, it actually breathes. Isn't that nice? Like you're warm, but you're not like I get if I wear a sweater normally, I overheat like a car without a coolant pump in their engine. Like it's just brutal. Oh, still can't read your messages. There we go. Robert Bet. Just remember, Adam, Leafs are good at comebacks. Jesse said so. You know what, Robert? We're going to see. We're going to see. Rene Duguay. Hey, Adam. Just wondering, besides the third line center, what do the Leafs need? I think well, let's see what Chris Tanev, let's see what happens with Chris Tanev. Haven't got an update from him. I think you could use another solid defenseman. I think ideally it'd be nice to be able to push one of Riley or Ekman Larson down to the third pair, making the third pair better than anybody else's third pair. That's just my opinion. And I'm thinking, like, I don't know if the Leafs are into Luke Schenn, but I have a super big crush on Luke Schenn. Tanev will not return upper body. Good Lord. He must have been really hurt. I'm hoping it's not that bad. Damn it. So, yeah, there you go. The Leafs need a right shot defenseman that eats pucks for a living. There you go. By the way, the period has started. We're 30 seconds in. Over, especially Toronto. Well, it still exists. Big shout out to the Game Over channel. Still run by Andrew Berkshire. They still do it. So you can go check them out on YouTube. Cassie, I spilled food on my computer. Cassie, is that why you upgraded to SGP VIP ad-free? Was it the food that did it? By the way, the Leafs were absolutely dominated by the Bruins in the first period if you're just coming into this stream. Just brutal. So, it'd be nice to see them, clean it up. Andrew Waters, clearly a Detroit Red Wings fan. I award you Justin Hallback. Thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Cassie, Sunday was an Adam Wylde chat. Was it? Yeah, it was a little goofy, wasn't it? You guys seem to have a good fun time against the Blackhawks. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Hey, Adam. Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down from Star Wars. Thoughts? Well, she's stepping down at the end of 2025. And anytime you get a change in direction, it can be interesting and good. But it also means a company the size of Disney that it's going to be a couple of years before the new person's stamp really comes out towards the public. It depends on the projects they greenlight and stuff. So even though Kathleen Kennedy is leaving, her mark on Star Wars specifically will be felt for at least the next couple of years. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Oh, no, wow. Puck went right behind Stallers. And then, of course, the Andor Season 2 coming out. And she has had some notable successes. Like, you cannot deny that Rogue One was one of the most unbelievable Star Wars movies of all time. Andor was great. Mandalorian's been great. Book of Boba Fett could have been better. I liked the Obi-Wan Kenobi story. I thought that was awesome. But yeah, I think there were some failures, and I think the failures were the major movies. Force Awakens was good, but I didn't like The Last Jedi. I didn't like Rise of Skywalker. I'll just say it. Oliver Ekman Larson being big meaty pants, and I love it. Being a bully. Oh, so apparently it's leaked who will replace Kathleen Kennedy, according to Stat Scott Hayden, and it's going to be Dave Filoni who created the Clone Wars series, and Dave Filoni's unbelievable. He's George Lucas's protege, and Jon Favreau, which is he's done all the Mandalorian stuff. That's sick. That's great. Those guys are amazing. What's that? Yeah, Jon Favreau of the Marvel comic book universe. You know, kind of a genius. Okay, so Domi is going off. Do we have Domi's got the only penalty in that? Oh, Billy Whitehead, upgraded to SDP VIP ad free. Billy, welcome. So excited. So excited. How did Domi end up with the only penalty? I don't like it, guys. Oh, baby. Oh, we almost had it 3-0 there. See, this is the start the Leafs don't need. Obviously you're going to get mixed up with the Bruins and that sort of thing, but you don't need when you barely snuck out of the first period down just 2-0. Barely snuck out. Anthony Stoller saved your ass. You don't need a penalty to start this period, but here we are. Sedin Magic 15. Hey, Adam. Sorry I'm late. Just got home from work. The struggles against the Bruins continue, I see. Well, Canucks and Leaf fans we can cry together, can't we? We can cry together against the Bruins. Freaking Bruins. Watch the Bruins squeak in. Leafs win the division. Have to play the Bruins. Go away, Boston. Go away. Bonsai Pop says, "Don't worry, our power play is horrible." I don't know if you got Bonsai. Did you miss the power play goal that Marchand scored in the first period? You might be horrible, but not against the Leafs. Nick Cakes upgraded to SDP VIP ad free. Nick, let's go, baby. Let's go. We got VIP ad free peeps. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Uh, 13 seconds left on this bloody power play. Morgan Riley with a bit of a break here, shorthanded. He gets the puck stripped. Okay, so that looked like an average Bruins power play. Nothing happened. I would have liked that in the first period. Bonze Pop, you're probably right. It's 30th best in the league, so that's not great. I don't know what the Bruins are going to do this offseason to retool, but they always figure it out. They don't have like a great farm system. Kind of not good. But if they make some good signings. SKR13, really wish you guys would sell annual memberships. I'm a contractor, so I can't always renew. Also, I'm anti-Apple. Well, you can buy a full year membership on Spotify if you prefer. Spotify offers yearly memberships. Apple also offers yearly memberships. And I don't know if you can buy yearly memberships on YouTube. It just kind of renews every month. But I would look into that. I think actually you can buy a full year on YouTube. You should look into it if you want to. Robert Bet, I really hate the Bruins. It's all Tony Hand's. Stop it, Robert. It's not Tony Hand's fault. The Jules channel. What do you think of Blue Jays and Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? I think they're trading him, guys. I think they're trading him. Unless they're like unbelievable this year and it doesn't matter. Say that again. Yeah. But Hayden says, okay, so they're trading him. He doesn't believe that the Blue Jays are going to be good. Apparently, Max Scherzer's looking real good in training camp, and I like that. I like an old grizzled pitcher. Oh, here we go. Leafs are not. Oh, no. Yeah, Holmberg's going to get a penalty for that. I'd like to see a replay of this. He's pissed because he thinks Boston sold it. And Ekman Larson's getting mixed up in it. Kastelik was all over him there. Cassie, I'm going to a Gothic market in a few weeks. Any team you want me to have someone there curse? Oh, yo. That's funny, Cassie. Hey guys, is there any team that you need? Can we reverse curse the Leafs? Can we get them to win a cup? That'd be nice. The Bruins are going to the effing power play again here. Oh, that's a weak ass call right there. Weak call. Holmberg is pissed. Look at Kastelik here on Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Cross-checks him twice and then gives him a nice hug. A very sweet hug. Sean Baker upgraded to SDP VIP ad-free. Sean Baker, everybody. Give claps in the chat to Sean Baker. Love ourselves some Sean Baker. Leafs on the penalty kill again. This game is slowly getting out of hand here. Thankfully. Oh, yeah, that's a penalty right there. Come on. Yeah, Boston's going to get a penalty here. Yeah, Boston got Marner got tripped. Now we get a 4-on-4, and I'll tell you this. The Leafs are actually pretty good 4-on-4. I really like them 4-on-4. I don't like them 3-on-3 that much, especially Marner, Matthews, Riley. It's bonkers. Not great, but 4-on-4, I like it. Oh, we need a clap, huh? Let's see this. So Marner fell, escape blade issue, and then he gets the puck here. Oh, that is a weak call. They got lucky. You know what? That's 2 even calls or 2 weak calls. Those are soft calls. And the refs need to lay off now. Like, this is Boston, Toronto. They hate each other. Let's let them play a little bit here. Like, I don't mind a power play or whatever, but like, can we just let them play? 4-on-4. Go Toronto. Go Leafs. Go. But those are 2 weak calls in the row. I think the refs need to put the whistles away. If you can't get it right, just don't. All your face-offs. That's all you need to do. There you go. Matthews. Shot! A minute left in 4-on-4. The Leafs are high pressure. I told you, Leafs are good 4-on-4. Almost make a turnover there. Matthews and Nylander. Zadorov 3-on-2. There's Zaka coming across. Over to Lohrei. Oh, that was geeky. What am I saying Lohrei for? Holy moly. Oh, it was Coyle. Was it Coyle? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Boston evil person tried to score against the Leafs. Who cares what his name is, you know? Oh, here we go. Marner alone. Backhand shot. Swayman's got it. And Tavares makes him cover it up. 26 seconds to go. 13-18 left in the second period. Are we going to commercial break? We are. Okay. All right. So here's an interesting one. Darren Dreger of TSN Hockey says the Leafs are expected to have the assets to make a move, and teams like the St. Louis Blues are paying attention. Braden Shen is seen as a good fit in Toronto. He would be. Both his playing style and winning pedigree. Also, big history with coach Craig Berube. Won a cup together. Look at the Leafs prospect pool. You could have Fraser Minton, Easton Cowan, Nikita Gurbenkin, Ben Danford stand out as potential trade pieces. Brad Treliving is interested in Shen, but another option is Scott Lawton of the Flyers. The cost for Lawton could be a first-round pick or an equal value prospect. If Philadelphia takes back a contract, the price might rise to a first-rounder plus. 2 strong options for the Leafs as the deadline approaches. Honestly, guys, I know Lawton makes less than Shen. I like Shen a lot better. I would want Shen. What do you guys think? What do we think? Cassie says, I don't know if we can reverse curse the Leafs into winning a cup. I've seen the Panthers, Rangers, Knights in the chat. Who are we going for the curse, Adam? I won't be doing the cursing. Okay, I feel like we should vote on the curse. I feel like the chat should decide. Chat, respond to Cassie's super chat there and tell her which team should she go and curse at the Gothic event. This is hilarious, by the way. Hilarious. Nicholas D'Abruzzo says Shen half retained. That'd be great. Yanni Havisto, I want the Tanev brothers in Toronto. I do too. I think there's a good chance Brandon Tanev signs here in the offseason. But they have so many bottom six guys. But Brandon Tanev would be an upgrade on basically all of them. Nylander with the steal. Riley back out to the point. Oliver Ekman-Larsson into Riley. Leafs power play is going to start here soon. 9 seconds left on the 4-on-4. 13 minutes left in the first period. 5 seconds to go. 2-on-2. Bruins turn it over. Ekman-Larsson to Tavares. Back to Ekman-Larsson. To Riley. Or sorry, Nylander. Tavares. To Nylander. Oh, just missed. Great setup by Tavares. Nylander just couldn't get a handle on it. Power play is 7 seconds to go. Not much of a power play. All right, 12 and a half minutes to go in the second period. I will do a clap so we can align streams at the end of this one. Guys. Now, Randy says unite the Shen and Tanev brothers. It would make the team better. Matthews with a nice little hit there. Been seeing Matthews throw the body a little more this year, and it's fun. Not killing guys, but it's good. They're good, solid hits. You forget how big Austin is. He's a big boy. Marner, across the ice. To McCabe, who's had the worst night ever. Loses his defense partner. Loses Pasternak. Gets a puck to the face. And he's a -2 on the night, which is just not fair to him. Oh. Jimmy Smith, scheduled loss tonight. I don't think so, man. You can't do schedules losses against Boston. You just can't. Even if you do lose, you got to fight. You got to fight hard. Benoit just got slashed pretty hard there. Here we go. Mark Kaslick's going to get into a fight before this night's over. I don't know with who, but he's going to fight someone. Oh, kind of crazy that the refs haven't called Kaslick tonight, honestly, with all the cross checks to the faces. Oh, Robertson in. Hey, that's what you need. Nye's out there with Domi and Robertson. That's an interesting one, unless they're mid-change. Okay, Nyes chips it in. Forechecking hard against the Boston Bruins. Leafs get a change. Kampf is out there along with, I can't even tell. Kampf and Steves out there. Nyes is still out there. I know he wants to change. Did Nyes get bumped down, guys? Or did they just double shift him because of the power play? This is a game where you like a guy like Nyes to have like a monster period or a monster couple shifts. Lay the body, set the tone. Oh, man. Oh, are the Leafs actually getting a call for that? Yo, the refs need to put their whistle away, man. Enough, guys. Like, okay, I think I know what this penalty is for. And I think they're gonna call interference. And it's on McCabe, who's having his worst night ever. It's not McCabe's fault. So this is the cross check. So the shot is coming in, and watch McCabe. Wham. But the shot was coming to the net. That's a bad call. Look, again. Oh, look at this, McCabe. Oh, Benoit. I want to see the McCabe thing again. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see Benoit. I want to see the penalty again. Nope, they didn't want to show it again. Yeah, I don't like this. There's too many freaking calls, man. Oh, nice play. Oh! And there's a goal. Dude. Are the refs getting for both ends? Are the refs getting a bonus for the amount of penalties called? Like, what is going on here? This is brutal. And this is by the way, this is a great power play by Boston. Look at this set play. Down low to Marchand over. So when Marchand sets up in front of the net, they know that Stolarz likely has that. So they keep it low, and Geekie is wide open cage. River the net misser Yearwood, welcome to SDP VIP. Thanks for signing up. I appreciate it. Our Huska, this is not a great night. No, it's not. It'd be a sweet comeback night, though. Lord knows the Bruins have come back. Oh, my God, that's the worst giveaway I've ever seen. Connor Timmins, what was that? Backhand across the front of your net with a Bruin bearing down. Oh, nice move by William Nylander. Tavares shot. The Leafs have done nothing in front of Swayman tonight. Nada. Zilch. If it hadn't been for Matthews hitting the post in the first period, Swayman could have literally just left his net. In fact, since Matthews hit the post, Swayman could have just left his net. Pretty Princess, wait, I've just been watching the game. How many penalties have there been? I think it's 6 or 7 already. Yeah, this is garbage. And listen, I can't blame the refs for everything. The Leafs look like crap on offense. Let's be honest about it. But it would be real nice if they did a little better. What's up, Hayden? 7 combined penalties in the game. Oh, my God. So we lose Tanev. And, yeah. So anybody who was asking, the Leafs might need to make a trade for a defenseman. God. James Newman, what a dog's breakfast of a game. Hurry up, playoffs. Well, here's the thing. We're getting to the point where we're getting close to 20 games to go. You need to go get your center. Go get him. Go get it done. Go get it done. Get your center. Go get Braden Shen. Make the trade. Make it happen. Go get a defenseman. Because I don't know that as much as I like Benoit and as much as I like Timmins at times, they are third pair guys, and in the playoffs, I'm not sure how much time that they'd actually play. Like I really don't. I really don't know. Yeah. I don't love this, guys. I don't love this. I'm really feeling a little sick about Tanev. Yeah, Tanev. So Corey says, "Hey, wait, Tanev is hurt." Yes, he is not coming back tonight. I think he got hit with the puck early in the first. It didn't like he didn't like he was wincing, and with Chris Tanev, if he's hurting, he's hurting. But it feels like maybe, hey, hopefully it's nothing broken. It's more just like that was a monster bruise. Yeah. Middlestat is waiting to be the Leafs center. Well, if the Leafs got Casey Middlestat, who plays for Colorado then? Who are they giving up? Also, I like Casey Middlestat. Do you think he's a good fit here? I think they need more vet presence. They need guys that win cups or have won cups. 9:12 left in the second period. Boy, this is the longest second period of my entire life. Just so many penalties. Bruins continue to kill the Leafs. It's crazy. Doubling them up on shots. Boston has it tonight. Toronto for sure does not. And I hate when that happens. Listen, if this happens against, I don't know, the LA Kings on a Western road swing, fine. But against Boston? Does it have to be Boston? Why does it have to be Boston? Sometimes I take my headphones off. My ears get hot. I do it on the podcast too. Oh, Cassie says you missed my chat. What did I miss? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, so Cassie says she is going to, according to everybody's votes, curse the Panthers. I don't know if streams align with a Gothic market, but funnily enough, the Leafs play the Panthers later that week, so we'll see if it works. Well, listen, the chat voted. The chat decided. Robert Bet, play it safe. Curse all teams except the Leafs. Shen over Lawton, 30 points is not worth a first rounder or a prospect. I agree. I completely agree. And by the way, Easton Cowan as a prospect, I hope they don't have to trade him. I think he's a very valuable piece. But if it gets you a center who's a star for the next 2 to 3 years, you do it. I know that's not a popular take. We love Easton Cowan in Toronto, and we should, but that's what you do. Marner. Oh, Marner. What the hell was that? With Pasternak right there. Are you kidding me? Between the legs? Wow. You know what? I'll give Marner credit. He got back. But that was rough, dude. That was rough. Jay McCrew says, do we blame Cassie if it doesn't work and the Panthers do really well? I don't think we can blame Cassie for that. We'll have to blame whoever Cassie talked to about that. Yanni Havisto, should SDPN should trade Leafs? Should the Leafs trade Benoit and Easton Cowan for a great defense or great center? I think you're trying to keep Benoit just to be big, scary, mean guy in the playoffs, and I think you're going to need your center. I think you're going to need a defenseman too. Man, this game is not the Leafs' best. Hey, listen, they won back-to-back this weekend. My nose is so itchy right now. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. I swear I'm not picking it. Ryan Larkin, Bruins fan here who enjoys SDPN's content. That being said, I completely second the curse on the Panthers. Well, I think you might be the 30th. Hey, Hogwash, SDP VIP member for 12 months. Thinking Wylde here. Braden Shen and Parayko in one deal. Oh, my God. Sell the whole farm. Make it happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. That'd be great. That'd be great. I haven't seen Parayko's name come up except for, I think Justin Bourne mentioned it in a Sportsnet article the other day, and I love the idea. Like, yeah, Justin, let's go. I just don't know if the Blues are wanting to sell him. You know, he's a Team Canada member. Like, hard to replace that in your lineup unless they're going for a full rebuild. Oh, here we go. Nice. Cross ice. Scores! Oh, Morgan Riley needed that one. Morgan Riley needed that one. Yay, Mo. Yeah. And that, you know what they did? You know what the third line did there? They created chaos in front of Swayman. Ah! Chaos! They did it. They gave him some chaos, and he was like, I can't handle it. It's too chaotic in front of me. Good for Morgan Riley. We got a freaking goal. Domi, big face-off win. Look at that. Robertson on one side, Domi on the other. Both of them. There you go. Actually, Swayman saw more of that than I would have thought. Nice. Nice. All the world stage, the stage says, what's up, Adam Wylde? What's up to you, all the world's a stage? We are merely players, performers, and portrayers. Anybody know that song? All right. We got some energy now. Nick Robertson line again. Responsible for a goal again. Good for them. Excited for them. Matthew Nyes on this line is kind of wild, don't you think? Did Domi just get a freaking penalty? For what? Okay, what do you got here? Okay, so we're going to see this when it comes back. Even Hayden, who is not a Leafs fan at all, said that's a bad penalty. I missed it because I was looking down at the chats. Robbie Thomas 18 says, if we trade Parayko, fire Armstrong on the spot. Yo, I know, man. But what if we gave you all the cool prospects? Darth Quater. Adam, hear me out. Need veteran offense, grit, penalty kill. Can I interest you in Brad Marchand? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love Brad Marchand. But do you think that the Bruins are going to trade him to the Toronto Maple Leafs? Not an effing chance. Not an issue. I think Marchand and the Bruins work it out. I think they figure it out. They get a penalty, or they get a penalty. They probably get a penalty. I would imagine that. I would imagine they get that deal done, and I wouldn't be shocked if how he makes 6.5 million if he makes like 7 for 3 more years. Like, is anybody mad at Brad Marchand at $7 million towards the end of his career? I don't think so. Give me some trivia, Hayden. Who is the Leafs' all-time leading scorer against the Boston Bruins? That is a really, really good question. I'm going to say it's not a current Leaf. Anybody know? Is it a current Leaf, Hayden? There is no current Leafs in the top 25. I'm gonna go Leafs. Like, this got to be like original 6 or 70s Leafs when there was only like 12 to 14 teams. I'm gonna go Daryl Sittler. Number 9 on the list with 32 goals. So, okay, we got to go further back. Let's say Frank Mahovlich. Frank Mahovlich has 69 nice goals against the Bruins. Domi should not got a penalty for this. Berube's giving him shit. Cassie says, I know you guys like to give Dubas crap for how the Pens are, but can we appreciate how well he's restocked the Pens cabinet? Went from 29th to 6th in 2 consecutive seasons. They have 15 picks in the first 3 rounds in the next 3 years. Yeah, you listen, Cassie, I think that's the thing. We gave Dubas crap because he was like, we're going to come in and make the playoffs, and he signed a bunch of bad deals. Chari, Graves, Nola Chari didn't work out well. What was his name? The guy they traded to New York from Vegas. Riley, what was his name? And it doesn't matter. Riley Smith. There you go. Steven Lorenz. Breakaway. PK score. Ah! Go Leafs, go, baby. Good for Steven Lorenz. Skates like a freaking freight train, man. So it's nice to see that the Pens have picked a lane. And I think the question now is, does Sid want to raise the next generation? And if he does, what a freaking gift. That's him just giving back to the city of Pittsburgh. Who doesn't want to get drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins and play as a young man with Sidney freaking Crosby, the way Sid played with Mario Lemieux? That'd be pretty cool. Robert Bett. Like I said to Steve in the last chat, Holmberg, Comp, Robertson, Domi, the new core 4. Man, I don't know about that Robertson thing, man. That Domi thing. I think the refs just don't like Domi tonight. I think that's what's happening here. That's a tight whistle. Marner along with Matthews. Let's see if Marner actually shoots here. Oh, he tries. Nice play off the goalie's pads. Perhaps needed to do that a little bit earlier. Bruins now 2-on-1, and they screw it up. Thank God. Marchand at the point. Coyle back to Marchand, and he is covered by Marner. Marner breaks up the play. Let's see if Marner can go on a rush here. No, I think he doesn't have the legs. Oh, he tries to make a pass over to Matthews, and almost gets killed by an Oliver Ekman-Larsson slap shot. Yeah, Domi's got a tight whistle tonight, guys. I don't know what it is. Refs don't like him. He's getting Michael Bunting. Ryder Ludington, we need Michael Bunting back and Hyman. No, if we get Michael Bunting back, they're going to start calling Michael Bunting for penalties again. Leafs just they just cannot do that. Plus, I think Pittsburgh likes Michael Bunting. Like, Dubas loves that guy. He's had him on 2 teams, traded Jake Gensel for him. Like, I think Bunting is a valuable piece. I think he's just had a down year. Curtis Zerberg, we need Kampf to go full Caberlet and McMahon to go full McGillney. That might be a tough ask. But we can put in the request for you. How's that? Cassie, top 5 pick this year at any rate. LOL. I imagine they win the lottery. All the guys we got for the Gensel trade have been really good, as has McGorty. Yeah, if McGorty's skating has improved, he's going to be a good player. Plus that, I know they've traded Brandon Yeager for McGorty, but like Brandon Yeager was a good pick too. I think they draft well. You'll like Cassie. You will like Wes Clark. I thought he drafted pretty darn well for the Leafs, and he's now come over to Pittsburgh to be the head scout. They're a bit of a weird group, the Dubas Wes Clark guys. Bit of a cult, but they're smart people. And sometimes you got to be a bit of a cult. You got to be a little weird to do that job. It's a tough job. Is that an icing call? There you go. Tyson Barnett. Michael Misa sounds like a penguin. Yo, guys, if you want to do something crazy, Hayden, do me a favor. Look up Michael Misa's stats this year. He's going to read this out to us, or to me, and I'll read it back to you. Michael Misa, if you're not paying attention to the OHL right now, Michael Misa is insane. What do we got, Hayden? Michael Misa has played 54 games this year. He has 113 points. How many goals in those 54 games? 54 goals, 54 games. Meme Empress, dead ass, 8 penalties. Yep. Refs just having one tonight. Oh, nice. It's going to the box. There's our 9th penalty. Guys, what is this? Apparently deserve to win a meters on the screen, and I bet it doesn't look good. I'm waiting for it to come up on my YouTube here. Garbage. Garbage. Yeah, Bruins 61. 60. Hey, I'm surprised it's not worse. That deserved to win a meter, by the way, 65%. Cassie has a request as a Pittsburgher. Please give it to me, Cassie. Give it to me. Damn it. Of course, the Leafs. The Bruins, who have the 30th ranked power play in the league, have scored 2 power play goals tonight. And Kampf already doesn't have a stick because it's broken. Lorai can't hold the line. Marner on for Kampf. Marner actually has a working stick. How about that? 123 left in the power play. Oh, Geeky shot that into outer space. Okay. You have to see Paul Skeens pitch in person. I would love to. I haven't been down to Pittsburgh in a couple of years, so I'm hoping. Robert Bet, maybe the refs are too pissed they didn't get to do the 4 Nations. Well, how is that the Leafs' fault? If they're pissed about it, how is it the Leafs' fault? Cassie, by the way, I think I'll go to Pittsburgh in the fall. Maybe I'll go see him then. Thinking about going to a Steelers game this year. Oh! SLS, Adam, sorry you missed I think you missed my last super chat. Hayden, can you look up SLS's last super chat? I want to make sure I got it. Just send it to me via text, my man. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go, mercifully, in this horrible dog poopy period. Somehow the Leafs scored a goal. The Leafs are more ghostly tonight than I am on this screen. I am totally washed out. I couldn't be paler. Could not be paler. Hold on. What's going on here? Did Boston just get a penalty? Adam, what do you think of this? Cowan Danford, 2026 first, and Domi for Dobson and Nelson at 50% retained. Would do. I would drive them all to the airport. Oh, yeah. Kampf got a stick butt in the face. Oh, no. It wasn't. It was Wallstrom's stick to the heel of his stick. Ooh. All right, SLS. I'm just that super chat is on my way to its phone or on the way to the phone. James Stemler, one more penalty, and we have accumulated over one full period of penalties, Adam. To heck and heck. Not even in the end of the second period. I know. The refs need to fucking chill, dude. Oh, sorry. I'm going to stop swearing. That's not good. Shouldn't be swearing on the stream. That's all. Yeah, I know. Hayden's going to be mad at me. 30 seconds to go. Leafs on the power play here. Nyes is out of the box. Let's get a goal for Stoley. Goal for Stoll. Oh, Marner across to Nylander. Nobody had him. But it was a long pass, and the Bruins break it up. 20 seconds to go in the period. The Leafs will start, assuming they don't get a goal here, start the next period on the power play. Nyes just gets past the door off there. 8 seconds to go, and we got a Boston Bruins breakaway. It's Marchand. Here we go, and he misses, but he almost scores on the rebound. Yo, shout out to Brad Marchand for a great second effort there. Damn, dude. Brad Marchand is a monster on the penalty kill. Absolute monster. TSA Mike, by the way, I didn't shout you out. You gave 5 SDPN memberships, and we appreciate you. Hayden, I have not seen the super chat come through, my friend. Weird. Let me see my phone. Hayden, I see it. SLS. Are you guys Sharks truthers now? San Jose. We are Sharks truthers, SLS. I'm very excited because the Sharks have some absolute rock stars playing for them, and we're hoping to be able to go down and interview them. It's going to be great. Cassie, as if the Pirates will be playing in the fall. That's hilarious. You should see him when the Pirates play in Toronto this season. Dude is a mutant. Well, the Pirates do play in September. They're not going to be playing in October, though. We know that. All right, Hayden. I'm going to go make a coffee for the third period. Because I hope the Leafs make a coffee for the third period. What I need to know, though, is what are we going into in terms of a clip here? What do we got? Leafs deadline talk. Well, we had a little bit of that during the stream. So here's a STP from yesterday. Little Leafs deadline talk for you. We'll be back at the beginning of the third.
If you're the Leafs, what are you willing to sell?
Well, this is the thing. I know everyone wants a big swing. I'm not really on that team right now. I'll get excited if they do it. Don't you worry. But, like, if you had to ask me what I'm looking for, like, unless you're willing to do what Colorado did and empty the friggin' cupboard, just lay it bare. I don't see a huge swing here. Like you said, oh, it's going to be like Donato, and I'm like, I'll take Ryan Donato. That sounds great.
You can get him. Versatile forward. He can play, every forward position. He can play a little center, score you a few goals. Yeah, I'll take Ryan Donato. Hell yeah. I know it's not the sexiest thing. It's not the most exciting. I would like to see them make upgrades at several positions, and you're not going to get a superstar at like 2 or 3 different positions. You're going to have to
pick which position.
Well, you're going to either have to take a big swing at one spot and then sort of live with the rest of your lineup, or you're going to have to be like, all right, here's Ryan Donato up front. Maybe we get another depth forward like a Brandon Tanev and a defenseman. Left or right, probably right. And who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be Erik Karlsson, I bet. No, it's going to be like, I don't know, Connor Murphy played last night. Maybe it's a guy like him. It's not going to be sexy names, I don't think. I think there's going to be some unhinged behavior at this deadline. I do. I just don't think it's going to come from Toronto.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so disappointing to hear.
I know.
Jesse, do you agree with that?
I think it'd be ridiculous to sit on your hands this trade deadline. I don't know when, if you're not going to go for it this year, I don't know when you're going to go for it. It's been so long where they haven't done anything in the playoffs of significance that every year this needs to be the year we're getting it done. And I don't want one game on the weekend or 2 games really on the weekend where you got some depth scoring to cloud the judgment of the front office and believe that they have depth scoring now.
No.
It's not true. Go out, make your big swing, and add to the team.
I will say,
If not this year, then when? We're going to wait for next year?
I think all their decisions are made. Like I was saying, oh yeah, get Kelly Yarncroke in the lineup and just see. Nah. Like there's 5 games left. I think your decisions are made.
Yeah.
The Four Nation face-off was very fortuitously timed. If you're a GM who wasn't a part of the tournament, you had all that time to be like, all right, there's a 2-week lead up to the trade deadline. Let's make our wish list. Let's start those conversations if they haven't already begun. I just don't know if any surprises are going to spring up.
I'm going to ask this question. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises. I'm going to ask this question because I think I know what your answers are going to be, but I'm curious if you will have different answers. Starting with Jesse. If there's a position you take the big swing on, what's the big swing position?
Isn't all year we've been telling them to go get a center?
That's what I think.
Like I don't want that conversation to change because they're good now. It doesn't mean they're better at that position because they've been good from October to February 24th, and they've still always needed a center.
Here's the big swing I take if there is a big swing to be taken. Center, just like you said, and they got to be locked up going forward. To me, I
don't care.
I'm just not enthusiastic about rentals.
Why are you worried about next season?
Because it's a good way to operate.
Win the cup.
Not when you have to win this season. Like
it is kind of a pivotal season.
I hate that mentality where these GMs will be afraid they want to hold on to a draft pick. You know when that draft pick's coming up? Like 5 years
2030.
from now.
2030.
Like it's so unimportant if you're trying to win. And you see a team like Colorado go out and trade everything. You see Vegas go out and trade everything. Be bold and make a decision.
So
I don't care about the draft picks for coming up.
Jesse's correct. And I'll tell you why I'm wrong. I'm going to analyze me for a sec. I'm wrong because all season, I and a lot of Leaf fans have done an exceptional job of ignoring the fact that Mitch Marner and John Tavares have expiring UFA deals.
And Matthew Nyes doesn't have a contract.
We're doing real good, guys. Way to really, hey, old school. Don't address the problem. Push it down.
Be a man.
Push it down. Yeah, be a man. Push it down. Don't address the issue. It's Marner is not a UFA, and Tavares is. And you just push it down until I don't know. At some point, I clutch my chest from the stress in June. You're right. Any other team in the league, we'd be looking at and going, "Why are you sitting on your hands?" It's like the Brad Marchand conversation. Like any other team in the league trades that player, probably. You either. With Marchand, I think the Bruins either have to sign him for the rest of his life or get rid of him immediately.
Yeah.
With the Leafs, they're very literally maybe no tomorrow, and maybe you should operate as such.
Just fast forward to like 8 weeks from now, Leafs lose in the first round.
Well,
that's unforgivable. They lose again.
Yeah,
I know.
Again. They lost
now
the
we're talking
first round.
about bigger changes, right?
Yeah, so you gotta look to the very near future and say, okay, so we're not going to do anything at the trade deadline, and then we lose in the first round, and you didn't do anything at the trade deadline. That's ridiculous.
This is Anthopoulos 2015.
Yeah, even when they won a round in 2023, and they still only won 5 games. How did they win that one round? The biggest swings of Dubas' tenure.
Yeah,
he went out and he got Ryan O'Reilly. He got
Luke
Jake
Schenn.
McCabe, Luke Schenn. Holy shit, was he active. He had a fun few weeks there. Itchy thumbs, Kyle. Scratch them on your phone.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's interesting about that is there's very little fallout from those trades. Like, is anybody upset about how that all played out?
No.
None of those players stayed.
Are you pissed that Jake McCabe is still a Leaf?
No.
Not really.
Kind of cool.
God, he was fun last night.
He was great.
I don't know when he turned into this player because I swear he wasn't this when he arrived.
I think he was good when he arrived, but he didn't figure out the system until the following training camp.
There was still I just feel like he was a generally solid defenseman that was mistake prone. And now he's just sort of this like T-1000 friggin' robotic animal that just fucks up everyone who comes across his path. Him and Tanev, forever. I don't care how old they get. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you can talk me into that. I'm pretty down. That's a great pair, man.
Do you care that Tanev signed till he's 41?
Nope.
So why do you care about losing a couple of draft picks this spring and getting the center that Jesse's talking about?
All right. Easton Cowan for Ryan Donato. There you go.
I'm sure Chicago would love that.
Right. There you go.
So Steve,
Yeah.
is your answer different from Jesse's? You take a big swing at any position. Would it be different than center? Because here's the thing, that the center one is the most compelling. If Matthews or Tavares goes down, even if you like the lineup as it currently stands, if Matthews or Tavares goes down, who takes that spot, right? It's tough.
Okay.
You saw it against the Bruins in the first round last year.
So I'd like them to take a big swing at center. I kind of look at their back end. McCabe Tanev has been so damn good. If you take a real big swing back there, and you know your goaltending is solid, and you know you have these 4 to 6 assassins up front, doesn't that make you formidable in the Stanley Cup playoffs? You get one really, really solid. The problem is, like, who is available that is like that?
Kids, we're back. By the way, I'm hoping this makes me look a little less pale. I was looking as ghostly as the Leafs have played tonight. What do you think? Does it look better? I'd actually like your legitimate feedback, because I got to improve the lighting in this room. I love where we're at, but it's been a little, it still looks a little pale. Got to work on that. It's not, listen, I might be a pale guy, but I'm not that pale. So, man, I can't believe the Leafs are only down 2 goals here. They've been trash and garbage and everything else. Now, there are some people flipping out online, and it's kind of hilarious because people forget this team has 5 games in 8 nights after the Four Nations. Their 2 best players were in the Four Nations final and played pretty big roles. I just think you find it interesting, and this is a CJ stat that I'm stealing. McDavid is -6 since he scored the championship goal for the Four Nations Cup. Matthews and Marner, maybe they haven't been their top form, but can we please breathe a little bit? It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. They're going to figure this out. Now, do I hope that the Leafs come back, score and win this game and beat Boston and laugh at them? There's nothing I want more in my life. I don't care what happened in the first period. I don't care what happened in the second period. And if you're the Leafs right now, you shouldn't care either. It is all about period 3. The only person who showed up for this game so far is Anthony Stolarz. Go and win it for him. Go and win it for him. That's all I'm saying. Got to do it. All right. Now, Darren Drager's on TV, and I know he's got probably some trade news to break, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, CJ tweeted this out. Check this out. Team Canada had 4 power plays in 4 games at Four Nations. The Bruins had 5 power plays that period. Garbage. So Drager's saying that there's a big opportunity to win here. I'm going to follow along with you. We're live streaming Darren Drager. Let's go, Dregs. So he's saying Shen and Lawton are the best fits for the Leafs. Braden Shen has... Let's have a look at Braden Shen's stats this year. 33 points in 58 games. Not his usual. Like last year, he was a 20-goal, 46-point player. Most of his career, he's been in the 50s and 60s in terms of points. But the St. Louis Blues haven't been great, and they haven't scored a lot. And he played his best hockey under Craig Berube. He's also a great leader. Scott Lawton, I don't understand that. I've nothing against Scott Lawton personally, but like I don't understand this because I know he's listed as a center, but this guy does not play center that much and is not great in the faceoff dot. I'll just look at this. Braden Shen's about a 50% in the faceoff dot. Scott Lawton is well below 50% the last 3 years. 27 points in 55 games this year. I'm not a fan. Um, I would really, really like for the Leafs if it's between those two guys. I really hope it's going to be Braden Shen. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. I already read it out, Hayden. I did. I led with it. Hayden sent me Chris Johnson's tweet because it was so good, but I read it out already because CJ tweet master. Oh, something about Yanni Gord here. Here we go. Whoa! Apparently, Yanni Gord is back on the trade front. Okay, so I'll give you a heads up. Steve desperately wants Yanni Gord. He had a sports hernia, but it looks like he's healing up and ready to go. I think Yanni Gord would have been a guy that the Leafs would have targeted. Maybe they go get both. Like, to me, if you're going to get a center like Braden Shen, and Braden Shen, by the way, I forgot to look up his puck media. Braden Shen, let's have a look at the numbers, babies. The numbers. Braden Shen makes $6.5 million each of the next 3 years after this one. That's pricey. Maybe you can get them to retain a little bit. If you're giving up huge prospect capital, you might ask them to retain. But I am trying to figure out if the Leafs, let's say they make a trade. Let's say David Kampf is the center that goes the other way. You have other centers that can play on the fourth line, obviously. You've got Holmberg and stuff like that. But do you go get Yanni Gord anyway? You could run like a Yanni Gord, Calle Yarncroke, Braden Shen third line. That'd be fun. Is that a little too much? Yeah, I think Yanni Gord, as much as I was down with Braden Shen, and I still am, Yanni Gord makes a lot of sense for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we know how good he was in the playoffs. People are going Crosby to Vegas. No, he would listen. I feel like if Sid goes anywhere, it's one of two teams. It's Colorado, Nathan McKinnon, obviously, or it's Montreal, his hometown or his boyhood favorite team. But I just, as much as I give Cassie a lot of crap, and Cassie, you're a real good sport about it. Like, he does have the opportunity to create a lasting legacy in Pittsburgh with a really young core built around him. And maybe, Rutger McGorty and the crew that comes up after they draft these guys, like a lot of these guys that they draft this year are not going to be ready till like 2028, 2029. Sid will be retired by then, like 99% retired. Does it make sense? Oh, hold on. Yo, McDavid is -9 since coming back. Wow. McDavid is -9. What's up, Hayden? Okay, what would be weirder, says Hayden? Seeing Sid in any other NHL jersey other than Pittsburgh, or seeing Marchand in a Leafs jersey? Can we put that up for a poll? I'm gonna say Marchand in a Leafs jersey because he's just owned the shit out of the Leafs for so long. So annoying. Yeah. Matt Bruder says Domi, Gord, Yarncroke could be fun. That'd be a nasty little line, wouldn't it? It'd be fun. Guys, listen. Okay, let me talk to you about this. When we look at Marner and Matthews, and you're like, "Hey, they look tired." They are tired. They're tired. It's okay that they're tired. Leafs are in first place. Time for the other guys to step up, and they have. And they have. Leafs are in first place. It's okay that Matthews and Marner are tired. That's totally fine. They'll catch up. They'll be fine. They're young guys. They're in their mid-20s. They'll be fine. But I think we need to look at this like maybe what can we see out of Tavares? What can we see out of Nylander? What can we see out of the rest of the guys? And like I said, McDavid is now -9. -9 since coming back from the Four Nations face-off. He's tired too. It ain't just one guy. All right, what would be weirder, Marchand in a Leafs jersey or Crosby in any other jersey? You can vote on that now. Leafs have started it off here with Boston grabbing the puck from them. Oh man, Lindholm almost put one home. I made a coffee because I feel like the Leafs need to wake up and smell it. The coffee, that is. Allie Glitter says, I love Adam's sweater. It's a new Fanatics thing. I've already mentioned this, but they're doing a crossover with somebody named Todd Snyder, who is a designer in New York. And the whole idea is to make sort of upper class sportswear. Darling, upper class. So I love this sweater too. I think I got a size too big. I'm swimming in it a little bit. Oh, Marner scores! Let's go. The Leafs are all the way back in this, baby. We got a game. Let's go. Justin Couture, Adam, did you just use the Jumbo Joe first place? No. The Leafs are playing way better than the Jumbo Joe year Leafs. Come on. And the competition's way harder. Mitchell Marner, everybody on Marner. Everybody on Marner, and he freaking scores. $18:59 left in the third period, kids. See, here Mike Johnson just made a really good point on the broadcast, and I want to reinforce this. He's like, look at how average the Leafs have been this entire night, and they're still only a goal behind. Brad Treliving has got to make a monster trade, guys. He's got to make a monster trade, or a couple of them. Like, you got to go Kyle Dubas 2023. This is Kyle Dubas at his absolute best with the Leafs. Brings in O'Reilly, brings in Achari, brings in Shen. Absolutely. And he almost got Barbashev too, which is insane in retrospect. I wish he had. The year before that, he got Jake McCabe and I think Sam Lafferty. Or was that the same deadline? Anyway, he added so much. No, he got Jake McCabe that year too. That was a banner freaking year for Dubas. He was awesome. On fire. And the Leafs got to the second round. Only the second round, but they got there. If Joseph Woll hadn't been injured, I think they would have gone further. But the Panthers were not to be denied that year. All right, let's see if the Leafs can tie this bad boy up. Do we have a comeback upon us? Could it be? Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships. And remember, if you get an SDPN membership, consider upgrading to a full year package or SDP VIP or SDP VIP ad-free. You get free stuff as an ad-free stuff. And this is fun, you get an extra episode every week. You get ad-free content. Whoa! Yo, Tavares almost scored there, but just put it a little high. I respect how hard Holmberg is ripping it on this line with Tavares and Nylander. I don't think it's ideal. And I think they've got Bobby McMahon with Domi because they really like Bobby McMahon, Domi, and Robertson. They want them to continue to have a good night. They had a great night against Chicago. Keep the line together. Be real nice if Pacioretty was healthy. Oh! Holmberg! Oh! Tavares almost set up Holmberg and Nylander. It went through both of them. Leafs looking like they're alive here. By the way, shout out to everybody thanking Wes Richard. I always think it's nice when people thank people for dropping memberships in the chat. Really helps us out, to be honest, too. If you are subscribers, trust me, we so appreciate you. Cosmo Kramer says, let's get to 500 likes. Can we do it, guys? Can we get to 500 likes in the next couple minutes here? If you haven't liked the stream, give me a like. $822 people in the chat tonight. How great is that for a Tuesday night in February? By the way, I should let you know too. SDPN trade deadline next week, March 7th, which is Friday. Every time there's a trade, we make a 10-minute video. We release it all as a podcast later. I think we're also doing a big live stream this year too. It should be fun. I'm really excited. Love a good live stream. Ramiz Clay, they actually got that cup of coffee. I know. And so did I. It's an SDPN mug that you can buy right now at the SDPN store. CJ and Julian, Stick Taps. Love that show. By the way, it is a CJ and Julian season right now. They are just ripping it. Just doing an amazing job. Coffee's good. Oh, here we go. Oh, Marner almost had another one there. Great setup by Matthews. I love when you win when Matthews wins the faceoff and pushes it forward. Other teams never expect it. He's actually quite good at that. It's a little sneaky play that he does. Marner, Matthews, McMahon. Timmons up there. Oh, we got to read. Oh, Matthews just puts it a little wide on the backhand. Great play. Caught the Bruins in a bit of a yucky change. Marner over to Matthews. Matthews, Lindholm stays on him. Oh, man, that was a great play. The Leafs' first line is looking alive. They're looking alive. Time check is 14:57, 14:56, 14:55, 14:54, and 14:53. And by the way, I will clap at the next face-off so we can align streams and get excited for this third period. That is now exciting thanks to Mitch Marner's goal. All right, now we got a face-off. Offensive zone. Leafs starting to look like the Leafs. Oh. All right, here we go. Okay, now here come the Bruins. This is what you don't need. Oliver Ekman-Larsson has been in the Bruins' crosshairs all night, and he's played really well. Really, really well. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with the Panthers last year in the playoffs, guys, nasty customer. Nasty customer. And when you look at what they're paying him, here comes Nylander. Shoot. Oh, just misses the net. There's Tavares. Lorentz rings it around. Benoit keeps the puck in. This fourth line's been low-key very good tonight. Good penalty kills. Solid offensive zone pressure. Here comes Benoit driving the net. Hey, Simon Benoit just created an offensive zone faceoff. That is about what you can hope for from these guys. Now, let's have a look at Oliver Ekman-Larsson for a second. $3.5 million. Okay, I know the guy's 33, but he's solid as a rock in your top four. $3.5 million. The cap is going up to 95.5, probably 97 million bucks. So Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who's a top four defenseman on this team, is costing you roughly 4% of your cap next year. I think that's a pretty good deal. Give Bradley some credit. That's a good deal. I like that. I like that deal. Lisa, I tuned in and they immediately scored, so I'm feeling optimistic. Well, Lisa, we're happy to have you here. Maybe Lisa is our good luck charm tonight, guys. Ripper Nation, what do we think? Rene Duguay, Adam, you need a clap shirt. What should our clap shirt be at stpn.ca? Should it be like I tuned in to Adam Wylde's stream and all I got was the clap? Oh, James Stenler dropping 5 SDPN memberships. I love it. And Darkfire Moo Cow. What a name. Darkfire Moo Cow. Welcome to SDP VIP. Thank you for subscribing. What is it? What is it, Hayden? Give me the stat. Morgan Riley is the third defenseman in Leafs history with 500 points. Wow, is that did that just happen? So Boreas Salming and Thomas Caberlet are the only 2 guys ahead of Morgan Riley in total points as a Maple Leafs defenseman. Where did you get that stat? Very cool. That's very cool. Good for Morgan Riley. That's a huge accomplishment. He's got to feel really good about that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Will he pass Caberlet by the end of the season? How many points does he have to go? 20 more points by the end of the season? No. He'll pass him next year. Dante Matichuk. Welcome to SDP VIP. We have another sign up. By the way, I'm going to give you a clap here. Domi just got booted from the faceoff draw. So I'm going to give you a clap. I'm going to give you the clap. Robertson is going to take the faceoff draw. We'll see how this goes. Boom. 13:35 left. Leafs starting to show a little bit of signs of life. They've had some good rush chances this period. Marner obviously scored early. Exactly what you need from your best players. Here comes Robertson. Shot scores! Nick Robertson has tied this game up on an absolute rocket and a great pass. An unbelievable pass. We got a tie game. Let's freaking go. Nick Robertson, what is that? 3 goals in the last 3 games? Wow, what a pass. Was that Riley? What a pass from Morgan Riley. Through 3 people, and Robertson puts it through Swayman. What a freaking shot. It's a absolute laser. And you know what? The head coach is looking like a genius keeping this Domi line with Robertson together. They got Nyes playing with them right now. McMahon's been moved off and up. Man, Nicky Bobby. Woo! I'm hot. I'm hot, Nicky Bobby. Woo! That's point number 501 for Morgan Riley. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Now, let's not give the puck away and give the Bruins a chance. All right. That was great. Wow. That was a great look at this pass again. They're throwing this up. What a pass. Unbelievable that it like through 2 people, it lands on his stick. That is crazy. Matt Bruder, am I crazy to think we should trade Robertson now? Well, Matt, I don't know what Robertson's future is, but I'll tell you this. It's nice to see him scoring the way that we all thought he would. I thought Nick Robertson was going to have 25 goals this year. Like he had 15 last year with like next to no ice time. Berube likes him. That's a killer shot, and that's the depth scoring the Leafs have been looking for all year long. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff from Domi and Robertson the last couple of games. Michael Jaberov? Sorry, Michael, if I mispronounced your name. Just scored tonight. Does he break the record? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Michael. Can you... apparently, I missed Robert Betts' last chat. Did I miss you, Robert? Where are you, Robert? I'm looking for you. I don't know what you said. Oh, here we go, Robert. The Leafs come back in the third. Last podcast said I heard it. So the Leafs always come back in the third. You guys said it last podcast. So after many years of being a fan, I've come to accept it, sadly. Well, let's not be sad. Let's enjoy, Robert. Let's enjoy it. We got a game, and we got 1,000 people in the chat. We got a game here, kids. I'm going to just tweet this out. All right. Camp to Robertson, who's just been on fuego. He's been a monster. Look at him. Ooh. Oh boy. Look, good for Robertson. Good for Robertson. Mix it up. Do something about it, Bruins. Wait. Did Jason Robertson score tonight? Did Jason Robertson score tonight, guys? Can someone get back to me on that? So 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 this is interesting. Nick Robertson and Jason Robertson both scored on the same night on Sunday, and the last two brothers to do that were Pavel and Valerie Bure, and that was in 2000 or 2001. They've just done it again 2 days later. How cool is that? Stats are neat. Stats are neat. Oh, Ovi scored tonight. You know what, Nick? Hayden. I've been thinking, guys. So Ovi is first off, we got a freaking game here. So Domi is just taking the face-off draw. I got to shout out Craig Berube for going. You know what? Put the Domi line out there. They deserve it. That's how you reward hard freaking work, right there. Berube's man. I wasn't sure about Berube honestly when he came up in rumors. Boy, was I wrong. I really like this coach. I'm a big dumb idiot. Don't listen to me. Except for listen to the podcast 3 times a week and 4 times if you're a VIP member. Uh what was I going to say though? Ovi scored again tonight. I'm thinking, Hayden, as we get closer and closer to Alexander Ovechkin passing Wayne Gretzky, we should do Capitals games too. What do you think? Yeah, Hayden makes a good point. I'll do them. I just don't know where I'm going to watch them. I would hope Sportsnet will carry them. Oh boy, Boston almost put themselves ahead there. 11:05 left in the third period. Bit of a yard sale. Ooh. Woo! Spicy. By the way, welcome to all the new people who are watching and going, you know what? I will watch Adam's stream. We actually have a game. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. Welcome to Gripper Nation. And I am just tweeting out the link so that you and your friends can hang out. Okay, we got Matthews and Lindholm in the Leafs defensive zone. Let's go. Let's go. I think we should do some cap streams. We might have to use Yarm 80 Plus if Sportsnet's got the national rights podcast or package. I can't imagine that they're not going to start picking up Ovechkin games just to see, right? That would be silly. Why would you pay $1 billion or whatever for half a billion dollars American a year is what they're paying and not run that game? You're running that game. And I think we're going to have that towards the end of March, which is interesting because that's when Steve and Jesse and I are in San Jose. So that'll be interesting. Kyle Charters also just finished listening to Nailing the Apex. Well, thank you, Kyle. Our Formula One season is upon us. Testing starts tomorrow. So Tim Haraney and I are back for Nailing the Apex. And we had Gunther Steiner on the show in person today from a hotel room in New York, but he was still here. Robert Betts, Stallers reminds me of Cujo. Yes, but with less heart attack. Daffy Duck says, I know it's less important overall, but I think we should start tracking goalie goals and assists. Stallers got one of Nicky Bobby's goal. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, they do track them. I think Quan Hockey's got them. Quan Hockey, by the way, if you're looking for stats, great site. Really great. If you're looking for like lineup and salary cap stuff, Puckpedia is the place. James Stemler says Sportsnet Plus Premium has every NHL game available. So there you go. Hayden, we'll have to get you a membership at Sportsnet Plus Premium or Premium Plus, like the Crackers. 9:52 left in the third period. Next face-off, guys. I'm going to do a little clap so we can align our streams, and you can find me and I can find you. 9:40 left. Boston really dominated the first 2 periods of this game. It is amazing that the Leafs are in it, but the Leafs are a really good hockey team, guys. I'm sad to report it. Oh, man, David Pastrnak, an absolute dagger goal. Walks right in the Leafs defense, man, and Jake McCabe is just having the worst night ever. I don't think Jake McCabe's ever had a worse night as a Leaf, and it's not even all his fault, but holy crap, Pasternak's eating him alive. Wow. This is brutal. What is he doing? Oh, Jake. Oh, Jake. Oh, my God. All right, well, the Leafs got to tie it up now. Kyle Charters, welcome to STP VIP. Cheers, Kyle. Thanks for joining. Jake McCabe's having a rough night. That just sucks. That just sucks. Your best defensive defenseman is out. Your second best defensive defenseman is having the worst night in a Leafs uniform. And I don't even you can't even get mad at the guy. Like, you can be frustrated for a second, but Jake McCabe has saved the Leafs bacon on so many, come on. I'm not going to get mad at him. But let's go see Nyes and Robertson tie this up, baby. I like this line. It's fun. Here comes Domi. Moving his feet. Oh, we got an offside. Ovechkin is 12 goals away from breaking Gretzky's record, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there to everybody. Man. Frickin' Pastrnak. 2 goals from Pastrnak, 1 from Marchand. So the Leaf killers. Man, if Jake DeBrusk was still a Bruin, he would have scored tonight too. Let's get this back. Let's get this back. Yanni Havisto, did you know that CJ is also betting Ovechkin scores that Gretzky goal on the 4th of March? Really? Scott, Rangers have 5 goals on 10 shots on Sorokin. Yo, okay. Are there any Islanders fans in the chat? Because no offense, but what are we hanging on to here? This team ain't it. The season ain't it. Might need to sell. 600 likes for a comeback. I like where you're at, Cosmo Kramer. Pickleball Pat, Domi. Really starting to dislike this guy. Man, Pickleball Pat, he's had a good night. He's having a good night. All right. Oh, Canadian Girl 83 just got home from the Sioux Greyhounds game. Good game. Did a fundraiser for the local nonprofit. Well, Canadian Girl 83, thank you so much for doing that. People like you that matter. This Pastrnak goal. Boy. Wow, so Pasternak's got the most points since Jan 1st. Guy is just a one-man insane machine of points getting. Robert Bett, I'm a big Domi guy. Last few games, he's really getting on my nerves. I think a goal or two would help us get his confidence back. I don't know, guys. Domi's had 4 points in the last 3 games. He's been pretty good. It's some of the best hockey I've seen him play. Now, does he take dumb penalties? Does he give away pucks and stuff? Yeah. But Domi he's not paid like Matthews and Marner and Nylander, who are basically perfect. Domi's paid less. He's played a third of what those guys are paid. I just want the Bruins to go away and let us win this game, okay? Leafs don't play again until Friday night versus the Rangers. It'll be a nice breather for them. They don't play on Saturday this week either. They're going to play Sunday. I want the Leafs to at least push this to overtime because Stolarz deserves a point. I know it says 4-3 or whatever, but Stolarz has been spectacular tonight, and the Leafs defense has really let him down. There's no other way to put it. 7:52 left in the third. I'm going to do a quick countdown here. so you guys can align streams here. So we're gonna go 7:45, 7:44, 7:43, 7:42, 7:41, 7:40. Align your streams with me. 600 likes. Chat, I think we're getting a comeback now that we got 600 likes. Ooh. Oh, Lindholm. Good save by Stallers. Oh, the Leafs are going to get a bloody penalty, man. Maybe. Timmins fired it out, but I think it went over the Leafs bench. Maybe caught the glass, they're saying. Oh. Okay, so it tipped off the glass, thank God. Riley, who's had a really good game tonight. Oh, just gave the puck away to the worst guy to give the puck away to. That would be David Pastrnak. Looking for a hat trick tonight. Yeah, I said it. He's looking for a hat trick. Oh, Tavares turns it over. We got Nylander one-on-one here. Here we go. Shoot, Tavares. All right. Okay, fine. Offensive zone face-off. Woo! A little bit of a wide open game. We're fired up here. Let's go get a goal, boys. I think Tavares was looking for a potential off the pads there as he shot it. Maybe to get Nylander the rebound. You know, that's been something the Leafs would do a lot. Marner. Oh. So McMahon's up on this big line, and you know he's going to want to play his. He played really well the last couple of games, so you know that McMahon's wanting to make an impact. You know, remember McMahon started this season scratched like the first 3 or 4 games. The fact that he's in the lineup on the first line, good for him. Good for him. He's had a great year. I think he's going to get 20 goals unless he goes ice cold. Knock on brick. 6:11 left to go, guys. I forgot. I got to do a clap here. Oh, we have Canadian Girl 83 dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Hey, if you were dropped an SDPN membership by Canadian Girl 83, please make sure to thank her in the chat because we got to thank our people. We got to thank people. That was very generous of you, Canadian Girl 83. Wow, Poitras just bounced Benoit right off his butt. He's got a future, that guy. I like Poitras a lot. And I hate saying that because he's a Bruin. Domi did not know the puck was in his feet. Time for the Leafs to really dig in here. You know Boston's going to. Boston is playing like they want to win this game. Look at Nick Robertson's explosiveness. His skating, you know, it's funny. Nick Robertson was one of the things that, you know, that was a mark against him was his skating. Wow, Pasternak's stick somehow went into the crowd. I've never seen that before in the middle of play. Nick Robertson's got explosive wheels now. Here you go. Oh, Robertson with a great shot. Swayman all over it. But man, Nick Robertson, baby, he's got it tonight. He's got it tonight. All right, guys, if there's a tying goal, I need to know who. I need predictions. If the Leafs are going to tie this game up, who's going to do it? Stephen Emmerich says, if you did a cooking show, what dish would you make? Me? I'm good at a poached egg. If I could learn how to do a hollandaise sauce, I could do, and I'm good at like Canadian bacon. So I feel like I could make you a real good eggs Benedict. I'm not great with home fries. I'm okay at home fries, so I'd have to work on that a little bit. But I'm telling you guys, I could do that. Other than that, I'm not great. My wife is a killer cook, so that makes me great at cleaning up. I let her cook. She lets me clean up. It's the balance. It's a partnership. She's also a really good baker. Stephen Emmerich, how's your hollandaise? It's non-existent. I'd have to learn. Do you look like a Ratatouille guy, eh? Devin, what are you saying, man? I don't is that good? Is Canadian bacon just ham? Well, it's called technically, it's not even called Canadian bacon, it's called P-meal bacon. So there's like a yellow rub that goes on it, and I think it's French Canadian. It's like back in the day was for transporting it or whatever, but it creates this really awesome like crust on it, and so you slice it, and then you so good. So very good. Oh, we're gonna get to see the Ovi goal here. Wow. 11 more to go to tie Gretzky. Good for Ovi. Okay, here's what we got. It's hogwash. You're right. It is cornmeal. It is cornmeal. So they gave Pasternak's goal stick back to him. Oh, that's cool. I hope he signed it. All right, here we go. 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go. We're going to give a clap. Oh, stupid ref. Fake dropping the puck. Okay, Holmberg's going to take this. Here we go. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Come on, ref. Boom. There we go. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Let's get your predictions in chat. Who's scoring this tying goal? Who's scoring this? Who's scoring the tying goal? I think the refs are going to put their whistles away, by the way. I don't think we're going to see any more penalties. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third. Just one goal needed. Now, that was a not great play by the Leafs. It's icing. D.D. Weiss says Robertson scores again. Bubby says Nyes landing flat on his back. Does that mean scoring? Luke Vella says Nylander. Jeremy Goldberg says JT. Spencer McDonald says McMahon on a 6-on-5. Pagan Beef says Rob Nickerson. That'd be Nick Robertson. Aaliyah says Nyes and Robertson are gonna connect for a goal. I would like that. Bobby McMobby is out there again with the big boys. Ooh. Oh. Okay, 4 minutes to go here. I hope Bobby McMahon's okay. He was down. I don't know if that was he caught an edge or something. Here comes Matthews. Oh! Swayman's got it, but Matthews with a real sneaky shot. I'd like to see what happened with McMahon there. Oh, great pass by Marner there. All right, here we go. Domi taking the face off, and I think he's got Nyes and Robertson out there with him. That line's been very good all night. Timmins with the shot. Domi fighting for it in the corner, trying to keep that puck possession alive. Not much time left. We're almost at 3 minutes and 30 seconds here. 3:35 to be exact. Nyes to nobody. Bruins are just going to try to trap the Leafs here. Kill them in the neutral zone. And they're doing a good job of it. Camp, fourth line's going to go out there, and I think they're just giving the top two lines a bit of a rest because Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, and Marner are going to be out there the majority of the rest of the game. Brandon Carlo with the high stick there. 2 minutes, 56 seconds to go. Fourth line doing its best. Here we go. We might have a scoring chance. Holmberg looked like he might have had one. Good for the fourth line. Get an offensive zone faceoff, boys. That's what you need to do. Get that puck into Swayman's chest. Matthews is now out there. There's Lorentz. Lorentz is probably going to try to change here. There he goes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Stollers is trying to leave the crease, but the Leafs need to get set up, and nobody's there with Matthews to support him. Stollers still in the net. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. Come on, Leafs. Let's go. 2 minutes to go. Stollers can't leave the net because the Leafs don't get set up. Tavares turns it over in the neutral zone. Sorry, turns over the puck and then turns it over to the Bruins. Does that make sense? 2 minutes to go. 2 minute warning here. Bruins have been full court pressing the Leafs the whole night, and that's because they know the Leafs well, and they know the Leafs take too damn long to get set up. Here's JT on a break. Nice shot against Swayman, but Swayman smartly puts that rebound to the corner, not allowing the Leafs to get fully set up on a face-off, because that's what Boston does not want at this point. 1 minute and 37 seconds to go. Boston with the puck. They're trying to clear it. It doesn't get out. Down low to Matthews. Around to Nyes. To Matthews. Matthews almost. I think Matthews is exhausted. Matthews looks like he is winded. I think you got to take Matthews off at this point. Oh, here we go. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh! It hit the post. Oh, my God. What a crazy game. Matthews has hit the post twice already. Come on, 55 seconds left to go here. Cross to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. I think they're going to put that second unit. So that's Nyes and Holmberg out there. You know, the big goal scorers. Holmberg scores! What is Holmberg? That's his fourth goal in 3 games since the Four Nations face-off, and that's his first goal against an actual goaltender. The other 3 goals, empty net, and then an own goal. Punt is Holmberg. You have scored against an NHL goaltender, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The Leafs have tied this game up with 46 seconds left to go. Do it for Stollers, boys. Do it for Stollers. Let's freaking go. Nice goal. Nice goal. Nice goal, baby. Nick Robertson is going to be the first star tonight. What a play to get that to Holmberg. Wow. Nick Robertson, everybody. Nick Robertson. Man, the break did him good. You hang on to that boy and you let him score goals and make plays like that. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, big shout out to Wes Richard and Khalil for dropping SDPN memberships in the chat. Everybody that got a VIP membership out of those two, please make sure to thank them because we say thank you here. And enjoy SDP VIP. Consider buying a year-long package and becoming a full-time member of our SDP VIP or SDP VIP ad-free community. 23 seconds. Maybe the Leafs can end this. Can the Leafs end this? 15 seconds to go. Ekman-Larsson along the line. There's Marner in the corner. 12 seconds to go. Go to the net, boys. Nice little play by Mitch Marner. Swayman's got to cover it up. Wow, the depth scoring is coming through big for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Matthews jumping on the ice. Depth scoring. We love a depth goal scorer. We love a depth goal scorer. Wow. Wow. This Toronto Maple Leafs team, they win this game, guys. They are very much in first place. They're well ahead of Florida. You're not just a point ahead of Florida. You're 3 points. And that lead starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. 9 seconds to go. Austin Matthews wins the faceoff. Back to Domi to the point. Oliver Ekman-Larsson tries to get it in. Okay, so we're going overtime, basically. What you're telling me is we're going overtime. We're going overtime. Wow. Wow. And you know what? I got to say something. A lot of NHL coaches would not have given Domi and Robertson the amount of time and the amount of opportunity that Berube did after the Chicago game. So during the Chicago game, there was no question. That line had it. That line had it the whole time. But a lot of NHL coaches would go, yeah, but are they going to have it against the Bruins? And I'm not going to put them in that sort of position. No disrespect to Sheldon Keefe. I think he would have been one of those guys that goes, yeah, that's nice, but Berube was like, you know what? These guys have it. I'm keeping the line together. Okay, McMahon's playing so well, I'm going to move him up to the Matthews line, and I'm going to move Nyes down, and I'm going to keep giving these guys opportunities. And look at that. They rewarded him. They rewarded him. Robertson, Domi, great night. And Robertson scoring that absolute bullet shot earlier. And then it's a great setup to Pontus Holmberg. Of all the people, Pontus Holmberg, good for him. Good for him. That's awesome. Love this. Man, isn't hockey the best? Hockey rocks, man. Robert Bett, hope that depth scoring keeps us going for the playoffs. Amen to that. I like some depth scoring here. Who else did I miss? Pesto, Pontus Problems, baby. We back. That's a good one. I like that. Who's going to be, so they're talking about on the broadcast, who gets the third rotation of the 3-on-3? Do you put Domi, Robertson, and defenseman out there? I mean, you got to ride your horses, right? Berube's been doing it. So it's Tavares, Riley, and is that Marner out there with them? Or is it Tavares, Nylander? I didn't see the third guy. Guys, this could be a big comeback for the Leafs. Oh, it's Marner. So we're doing Marner, Tavares, Riley to start. All right. All right, chat. Let's hear the winner. Who's going to get the winner? Predict the winner. Drop it in the chat right now, guys. Who's scoring the winner tonight? Is it Boston? Is it Toronto? Give me the team. Give me the player. And here's a question. Does Pontus Holmberg get a shift in overtime? I mean, I think it's a legitimate question. Oh, Tavares. Oh, they almost turned it around. But Tavares, I don't know if he would have got away on a breakaway there. Oh, there we go. Riley turns it, gets the turnover. Can Tavares get it out? Back to Stollers, who's going to leave it for Marner, and I think the Leafs are going to change it up here. Matthews is on. And Ekman-Larsson. Here we go. Leafs through the blue line. Pass to Ekman-Larsson is a little in front of him. Marner passes it all the way down the ice to Stollers. Four minutes to go. Here comes Matthews. Through the neutral zone. Matthews. Oh, nice. Almost hit him with a really nice play there. Sorry, I have to hold my arms because I'm feeling very nervous. I want them to win this game. This is a big game. Jake McCabe is out there. It'd be nice to get one for him, too. He's had a rough go, and he's always been a monster for them. Oh, almost gave it away. Nyes with the shot. Swayman with the save. And we have an offensive zone face-off of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know who they're going to throw out there. All right, super chats. There've been a lot. All right, so Sedin Magic 15. I'm so glad I didn't start Swayman in fantasy tonight. Amen to that. Pickleball Pat, Adam. I think your live streams are great. Thank you, Pickleball Pat, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Robert Bett's prediction is it's going to be Toronto and it's going to be Tavares. We'll see. Would like to see Robertson and Domi, just for the lulls, get a shift in overtime. It's not usual that they do. Marner to Tavares. Oh, John Tavares with the backhand, and it just goes over the net. I think they thought he was going past. Marner with the pat play to Tavares, to Marner, to Tavares. Oh, and nobody there. They're changing. Here comes Pasternak against Oliver Ekman-Larsson. That's not the guy you want with the puck in overtime. I'll say that. What a play by Marner earlier. Oh my God. That was crazy. What a freaking move. I'd love to see that on the replay. I hope the Leafs score and win this so we can see it. Attack him. We got Domi is out there. Is Robertson with him? No, it's Marner. But Domi is out there. Is Robertson next on? Marner moving a little slow. Probably needs a change. He's probably exhausted. He's played like most of this overtime. Long lead pass to Marner, who is absolutely gassed. Leave the man alone and let him sit down. Who goes out? It's Robertson and Domi, kids. Robertson and Domi are getting a shift in overtime, and good for them. With McCabe, who definitely is feeling it tonight. But you know what? Go get a win for McCabe. Go get a win for Stollers, guys. Domi is looking to change. He changes. Quick shift by Boston here. Robertson is able to get over and get in the way of that Marchand pass out to center. There's Lindholm. I'm forgetting everybody's name. Marchand. My voice is starting to fail a little bit. I feel like Steve Dangle right now. Welcome, everybody new to the chat. I'm Adam Wylde. Thank you for joining. Here comes Zadorov with the shot, and Stollers with a great save. Lindholm was looking for a rebound, but no. Let's look at okay, so they're going to show the Mitch Marner thing. Oh, so Nylander might be hurt. Great. So we might lose. Look at this pass. Oh, my God. Mitchell, that is disgusting. He drops it to his own. Wow. Mitch Marner. I hope Nylander is going to be okay. Willie is not benched. It looks like Willie might be hurt. Oh, bit of a giveaway behind the net. Pasternak is out there, and he's the guy that gets it. Pasternak, remember, is looking for a hat trick. Here comes Lohrei across and in. What a great save by Stollers. Lohrei takes Stollers out. No goaltender interference called on that. No, I'm not sure about that. That's here we go. We got a breakaway. Here comes Mitch Marner. He scores! Mitch Marner ends it. What a move and a great setup by Anthony Stollers. What a game, boys. That is heart and soul. And they do it in Boston. Last Thursday night, it was the red Maple Leaf. Tonight, it's the blue Maple Leaf. Both teams in overtime. Mitch Marner factors into both plays. Last week, he set it up. This week, he ends it. Let's go. That's got to feel real good for the Toronto Maple Leafs, who lost both Chris Tanev and it looks like potentially William Nylander to minor injuries tonight. That's a big win, baby. Gripper Nation, what a game to be a part of. The Leafs look dead in periods 1 and 2, but somehow they come back. Look at this move. Mitchell. Outrageous. So it was Stollers to Matthews to the back of the freaking net by Mitch Marner. Wow. This Toronto Maple Leafs team looked bad for 40 minutes, and they won this game. I'm telling you, they better make a big swing for the fences because at the trade deadline, because this team has it, and you got to give these guys some backup. You got to give these guys some reinforcements. What a heart and soul victory. Great playing by the third line, Max Domi, Nick Robertson, Matthew Nyes as well. Great playing by Mitch Marner. Great playing by Austin Matthews in overtime. Yeah, baby, let's flip and go. I'm trying not to swear because I know it's not good for the channel. Wes Richard, thank you for dropping 10 SDPN memberships. Nathan Fisher, Mitch Marner with the new dad strength. Hell yeah. Inside Polish Sports. Should we start calling Holmberg Pontius Pilate? Pontius Pilate? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I get it. That's a biblical joke. Billy Whitehead, gifting 5 SDPN memberships. Billy, thank you. SLS, do we get grippers? We didn't get over 1,000 likes now, did we? Robert Bett, I'm looking for you, buddy. Bring on the playoffs. Amen to that. Wow. What a game. What a game. What a way to end that game. That felt so flippin' good. And they do it in Boston. Send Boston fans home sad. Send them. This was their game to lose, and they lost. Let's go. Let's go. And I love seeing all the people in the chat losing their minds. Everybody. Guys, the hero we didn't know we had, Pontus Holmberg, tying it up with a minute to go. Let's go. Oh. Woo! The Leafs needed this win. They have won 3. Guys, I need you to understand something. The 2 best players on the Toronto Maple Leafs played the most intense game of their entire careers, like better than Stanley Cup hockey last Thursday in Boston at TD Garden, Canada versus the United States. Insane, right? Insane. And they both look a little tired. And yeah, man, of course they are. They're human beings. They're not robots. But look at that. Matthews and Marner coming through in the clutch when it flippin' counts. Awesome work. Anthony Stolarz, by the way, I mean, I guess he's going to get first start tonight because he is the only reason they were in this game. And I want to give a little shout out to Domi and Robertson, who have been spectacular, along with Holmberg. Holmberg's got 4 goals in 3 games since they came back. Domi's putting up points. Robertson's got 3 goals. And you know, the amazing thing about all of this is these were the things that we needed before the break. The Leafs needed depth scoring, and they're getting it. And they're getting it against good opponents. Carolina, Chicago, Boston, pretty good. Boston brought it tonight, guys. They brought their best tonight. They don't have it. I'm going to give, so Justin put up in the chat, tonight's MVP, is it Marner, is it Holmberg, is it Robertson, is it the refs? I'm giving it to Robertson. For me, it's Nick Robertson. Scores a crazy goal, sets up Pontus Holmberg to push this game to overtime. The reason the Leafs even have 1 point to walk away with tonight is Pontus Holmberg. Big shout out to Pontus Holmberg. Tim M, 4-1 comeback in Boston at the Garden in OT. Are pigs flying? Let's go. Technically, it wasn't a 4-1 comeback. Technically, it was 3-0. But still 3 goals, right? James David Atkinson, this year we slay the dragon. Oh, wait, we can't if they're not in the dance. What a shame. Ha, ha, ha. Hey, listen, let's not tempt fate. Boston is not dead. They are not dead. Okay, let's see the update on Tanev here. The live odds. Hey, guys, everybody, look at the live odds. It says Toronto. It was Boston, 3-0. Ha ha. Woo! Robert Bett, what time does your trade show start on deadline day? So we don't do what TSN and Sportsnet do. They do like 8 straight hours of programming. And I've always thought that was a lot. And I don't disrespect them for doing it. They're running a television channel like it's a different thing. But for us, what I think we should do, and what we do is we wait for the trades to happen. We do a video. Drew edits it, fires it up on the channel. Boom, and you get to watch it. And this year is going to be kind of cool because we've got actual highlights to run. So if any major prospects get moved, we have highlights from the CHL, not just the OHL, but the QMJHL and the WHL that we can run. which is awesome. So we'll be able to kind of get into some of the prospects that may or may not move at the deadline, and I'm really excited about that. Beyond that, we are going to either do a podcast or a live stream to wrap up the day. And anybody that listens over audio, you're going to get all of the trades all put into one big audio file and posted as a podcast, plus another podcast on top of that where we recap everything. So it's going to be a good times. Good time. Good time. Inside Polish Sports says my new podcast, Inside Polish Sports, is available now. There you go, guys. Go Poland. That was a spectacular night, guys. Just very, very cool. Very, very cool. Josh says, pay Marner, pay him right now. Kind of hard to argue. That was a monster goal. He's all, man, that is, listen, I'm just going to say it. That's metal testicles right there. That was a metal ass goal. That was great. Wow. Wow. What's that, Hayden? With how many seconds left? Okay. So according to Money Puck, with 48 seconds to go, the Leafs had a 1.8% chance of winning that game. And they freaking did it against Boston. Great game for the Leafs. Full prop, says Sedin Magic 15. I won't lie, though. It depresses me as a Canucks fan. Where is this for us? I think the Canucks, this is a rough year for them. But I think they'll be back next year. I think that's a good team. Hey, so listen, I just want to say, guys, what a spectacular night. Thank you for being here on this stream. Really, really, really loved the way this ended. Spectacular. And so thank you for joining us. I really, really appreciated it. Tuesday night, you could have been anywhere in the world and you decided to be with us. And that was flipping awesome. Gripper Nation, you know I love you. Thanks so much for hanging out. And we're going to be back. So Steve, I believe this weekend is doing he's doing the Sunday game for the Leafs. And then I don't even know what game I'm doing next week for the Leafs. But Leafs, there is no Leafs Saturday night game, which is going to be super weird. So the Leafs, Steve will be doing the Sunday night game. So it's going to be a good time. Anyway, love you all. Hermster says, where are the grippers at? The grippers are socked away because we didn't get to 1,000 likes, guys. So anyway, Gripper Nation is the best nation. Big shout out to Robert Malloy. Big shout out to Justin Fisher. Big shout out to Hayden Matheson. That's my team behind the scenes tonight. They make sure the chat's great. They make sure the video's great. Love them all. Please drop them a big thank you in the chat. To everybody that super chatted, drop memberships. You know we love you. Thank you so much for hanging out. And if you just hung out and chat and watched the whole time, thank you as well. It was a real pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow on the SDP.